to Wrestling Gab. That's Talitha. I'm Travis. And we have some news from Aaron Reed.
Woo! Aaron Reed.
So what's going on, Aaron?
Yeah, before we get started on Monday Night Raw.
Getting ready. It's from Cleveland, Ohio tonight. Ohio, I guess that's the name of that city. It's the 21st, so it's already been a month of fall.
It has been a fall.
Why did you say that?
Because I had to think about it for a second. Like, oh yeah, it's like almost Halloween and stuff, huh?
Halloween coming up next week.
Yeah, next Thursday. Which is
Halloween.
No.
Oh, Crown Jewel.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, Halloween.
Halloween it is. I wonder if they're going to call it Halloween Havoc.
Oh.
They're not.
Aaron says he wants us to be the godparents.
All right. Some paperwork going.
Right? This is a legal binding contract. Do we need lawyers?
I know them.
We know a couple. Just in case. We got Thor in the chat. Hey, Thor. We got Tom in the chat. Hey, Tom.
It's good to see you here early.
Yeah, we got Walter Johnson in here.
I thought Walter said he wasn't coming in until 7.
Well, I'll be here at 9:20 later in the stream. Yeah. I'm checking on stuff from Phil. I'll be here. So I'll say hi to Walter now, and then I'll say hi later.
Yeah.
Hi to Walter 500 times.
All right, so Cleveland, Ohio, we got a bunch going on tonight.
Do we?
Yeah, we got Rusev and King's Court. We got Xavier Woods hurt his ankle, like Achilles injury. He doesn't know if it's torn or strained.
Aaron lets know why it's echoing. Do we have an echo?
Oh, yeah, because I turned that back on. I'll fix it really quick.
Do you want me to
If you can do that, that would be awesome.
All right. He's fixing some echoing.
And done.
Sorry about that.
Now, if you can tab.
We got it fixed, hopefully.
Yeah, I had to reset the camera, and there's a microphone on the camera.
Yeah.
And so that'll get me here and there.
Twice.
So they're going through a whole Firefly Fun House recap.
They're doing everything that Seth Rollins and Bray. I think they're just building up to next Thursday's stuff, right?
Yeah, they got to get there.
Yeah.
Right?
So Sopan says hi. Hey Sopan, nice to see you in the chat tonight. And then Thor, remember Bastion Booger?
Bastion Booger. Sounds. I remember somebody Bastion stuff.
Does he like pick his nose or something?
I don't know. Maybe he's the guy that puked on Q. It's disgusting. We got a Street Profits match tonight.
You could probably puke on Q.
I guarantee I could puke on Q.
And
He's gonna puke. He's gonna. I can do it.
Yours would be projectile puking. So guys, there's this funny story.
It's fact.
So I had to take him to the dentist one time, and he didn't like going to the dentist. Okay, he was like, had so much. He's like, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. He's like, go get me some beer, and I'll drink some beers before we go to the dentist, so I'll relax. So I'll feel okay at the dentist. I'm like, all right, so I go get beer. He doesn't say get me warm beer. I get him cold beer because I'm like, it's beer. Who wants warm beer? Nobody wants warm beer. That's gross. And well, I mean, they do have warm beer, and a lot of people like it. Like Europe, they do warm beer.
Okay.
Anyways, and so I'm like, all right. So he's pounding these cold beers, and and I get over to the dentist's office, and he's like still chugging stuff and everything, and he's like, I'm gonna be sick. And I'm like, why? Because I'm gonna throw up. And I'm like, why? That cold beer didn't settle very well because he was pounding it. He gets out of the car and he literally projectiles pukes like 10 feet away from him. I'm not kidding. I wish I had like the tenacity to get my cell phone out at that time, and take a recording, but at that time he didn't do that stuff, so it was just like, whoa, but he literally projectile puked almost like across the parking lot. It was hilarious.
I can puke.
Anyways.
I can puke with the best of them. All right, it's Monday Night Raw. It's, what is month is it? October.
Yeah, it's
October 21st.
We're in October.
I couldn't think of what month. I can't believe it's October already.
Why can't you believe that it's October already?
I guess it is. It's cold enough outside. It just, we've been doing this for a few months, and it feels like we just barely started.
I know. We're really bad at it.
We're getting better.
So Aaron
Somebody
says,
likes
"Oh my
it.
God, why does my apartment smell like cinnamon Altoids? Maybe because you've been eating them? I don't know. Do you eat cinnamon Altoids?
Do you got some peppermint?
Looks like we got some
It's
Flair
Ric
coming
Flair.
out.
So this is going to be for his 5th and final member of his team.
Oh, okay. So this is for the team member stuff for the
Team Hogan ended up getting Roman Reigns to replace Seth Rollins.
Oh, barf. Why does that not surprise me? Hey, we got Luke in the chat. Hi,
There's Luke.
Oh my God, so happy to see you. What?
His name?
Yeah, I'm happy to see
It
you.
doesn't have his picture.
Who cares?
Put your picture in the thing.
So we know who you are. So we can find you.
It's for stalking.
Thor said he wore gray singles and was a big guy. Huh. And Thor says he's waiting to pick up his WWE 2K20 game. That's right.
Yeah,
that comes out tomorrow.
That comes out
the
tonight
22nd
at
and
midnight
tonight,
then.
Right? So is there a lot of people in line for it? Are you like part of a group or are you like the only one camped out?
I don't know.
I'm not being mean about that. I'm just wondering if it's that popular.
I waited in line for Madden one year. It was probably... No, it wasn't Madden. It was... what was the name of that game? Scarface. Do you guys remember when Scarface came out? I literally waited in line for that game. It was like 2005 or 6?
Oh, it was so long ago. I have no idea.
It was for the Xbox normal one, the Xbox.
Yeah, so Aaron says, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you I might be signing up to go to the WWE Performance Center. Ooh,
There you go.
Fun.
That would be fun.
And then the Fiend Bray Wyatt says, Firefly Fun House can never be destroyed since I am the protector of it.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm pretty sure that if it was Vince's idea, he wanted to get rid of it, it'd be from the roster.
What? Not if he's in charge.
Since Vince
Dio
is in
Madden,
charge.
Vic Joseph, Jerry Lawler. I know their names now. It's kind of cool. It's only been a couple weeks and now I've
Good
figured
for
it out.
you.
I know, right? I need a cookie.
Basuhan is here. Hey, Basuhan. Nice to see you in our chat. And Harry Hanks here. How you doing? He's asking how we're both doing.
We're doing great. Now we get to listen into Ric Flair real
He's
quick.
talking. He's saying stuff.
He's like a belligerent, drunken old man, I think.
You think?
I like it. Don't get me wrong.
You're like, I like that he's a belligerent, drunk old man. So Luke says that he's really
I'm
sick,
pretty sure
so he
it's
may not stay
a
the
week.
whole night.
Who's sick? Is he sick? Is that what he said?
He said he's really sick.
You know, I was worried I was coming down with something too, so get better
Sorry.
for sure.
Yeah. Lots of rest and fluids.
Vitamin C, some zinc.
And Friday night on SmackDown, Hulk was talking, he gave it up, he played his cards, he let the world know, yeah, you guys look good, little nature boys. He let the world know.
They're all dressed like the Nature Boy.
Well, they're great athletes, or they wouldn't be pro wrestlers.
Let's
They're
see.
great men.
I don't mean to interrupt Ric Flair, but he's just talking out of his butt.
Who is?
HCC Players says, sorry I'm late. I just had the best day of my life. I asked out my crush to homecoming and she said yes. Oh,
That is so awesome.
congratulations,
Did you do one of those like scavenger hunt things or did you just ask her?
Oh,
Like we had to do a big scavenger hunt thing.
Did ya?
Yeah.
that's cute. That's awesome, dude.
That is so sick.
That's crazy awesome.
Who it is? Who's number 5?
From our team,
Who's talking out there about him?
Ric Flair, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant somebody was in
No,
there.
no, Ric Flair's just talking out of his
please
butt.
come on here.
Jet fly. Just dealing. Wheeling, dealing.
Son of a gun. And he's kissed every girl in this town since he's been here and made her cry. Come on out. Woo! Is he talking about himself or what?
Right?
Drew McIntyre.
He's gotta hurt himself.
There's
that
no
old
way
man
they can
out there.
lose.
Flair said he had the last hand to play, and he had an ace up his sleeve.
Wow.
Drew McIntyre.
Hey, we've got a new subscriber, Matthew Culver Mafia. Hey,
Hey,
nice to see you in
Matthew.
our chat, Matthew. Thanks for being
We
here.
got Drew McIntyre coming down to the ring. He's the last member of Team Flair.
Wow, Drew
There's no way they
McIntyre,
can
huh?
lose.
Yeah?
How
Well,
is-
what Hulk Hogan keeps getting are all the pussies, so yeah, I could imagine that they won't
Well, they got
lose.
Roman Reigns,
Oh,
but
you know what? Is he going to put a girl on his team too while he's at it? Oh, wait, he already did. Roman Reigns.
Holster. And I gotta tell you, we think the Hulk
These are some real muscles right here.
you're special today.
Brother, we're waiting for you.
You're special.
I'm special all the time. You're
Ah,
special tonight.
In the same
I'm special always. What are you talking about? Just not short bus special.
Whoa. Now he's dogging on the Cleveland Browns, which isn't. I never mind.
So Matthew is, no problem, guys, just from Alabama, country boy.
Alabama.
Sweet. Like it. Like it.
Down south.
Yeah.
You asked for a favor, and it's been granted.
He asked for a favor and it's been
How
granted.
cool is this?
Sir,
Team
grab
Flair is
yourself a
stacked.
seat. Get a front row view, and I warn you all.
But do they all play well together? That's going to be the next question.
Because I'm going to give you all a preview exactly what I'm going to do.
This is exciting. Who do you guys got? Team Hogan or Team Flair?
Harry's helping me out with the clapping. Sweet.
He starts clapping too. Here comes Ricochet.
Oh,
This
they're
is
gonna,
the guy that beat him right in the King of the Ring tournament.
Oh.
Remember? In the
That's
first
right.
round King of the Ring tournament match?
So are they gonna?
That's
they gonna
happening
pull
now.
That stuff again?
No. I have a feeling that Drew might get some redemption.
Right? That's crazy. So let's see. So Luke wanted to let you know that Scarface was amazing.
It was so much fun, and they had cheat codes for it, so you could keep getting like endless lives. That's the only way I could even start the game. I had to use the damn cheat code.
Right? And
Because
Harry,
it started right at the end of the movie when you're getting shot.
right?
So you had to like run down the stairs and then run across the lobby and then down a hole. And I couldn't do it. Like I tried for like an hour and a half and I kept dying. And so finally I looked it up online. And the internet was like an infant. Looking it up and they had a damn cheat code. I tried it and it worked.
That's funny. So that's kind of like that Frasier episode that we watched where Niles was playing with Frasier's kid, and they were playing a video game, and he died like. I've never seen anybody die that fast.
Yeah.
I never saw somebody die tripping over on a stair.
Right. I didn't even know you could trip in the doorway or whatever.
That was pretty funny. Anyway, so Harry says, why did Seth get replaced?
Because they don't want him to wrestle twice that night, and he's got a match against the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Uh-huh. Aaron Reed says one of the members is Morrison or Punk, but it wasn't. It's Drew McIntyre.
Big
Drew
Drew.
effing McIntyre, according to Aaron later on. Thor says, like 4 people, and we are just watching Raw on someone's phone while watching you guys. They all say hi. They are Rich, Dave, Corbin, and Ray. Hey! All the people he's watching with that are standing in line for 2K20 wrestling.
Get on your phone. No,
Nice
just
to
kidding.
see. Hi, Rich. Hi, Dave. Hi, Corbin. And hi, Ray.
Corbin? One of them.
Corbin.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool name.
Maybe they just like
Is
those
it King
particular. Yeah, maybe they like those wrestlers and they're like, I'm going to be Corbin tonight. I'm going to be Rey Mysterio. Let's see. Dun dun dun. Ric Flair drip from Aaron. That's hilarious. Right. The Fiend Bray Wyatt says Vashu and Colbert Bray told me that I needed my rest before Crown Jewel. That's what he was, I guess, answering something else before. And Luke said it's the after overseas travel plague. Ew, that's disgusting.
Ew. Who brings back plagues to the U.S.?
Shouldn't you be
Luke.
like completely immune to that? Let's see. HGC player says he bought her snacks.
Oh, that's cute.
And HER, her. So I'm not sure if he meant I bought snacks and her, so you bought her, or you
I'm
just
pretty
bought
sure he
her
didn't buy her.
snacks.
Is it in the Count of Monte Cristo?
Thor says, I thought Flair would have picked all the Evolution members. Her favorite things, HGC players. He continued on with his message of favorite things.
These are
Got
a
it,
few
bud.
of her favorite
We
things.
have Simon Cowell, but not the real Simon Cowell in our stuff.
Wait, how do you know he's not going to produce us? I could say.
I highly don't. Whatever. Don't let him sing.
Prince Ali.
Oh, God, stop. No. I don't. If you can't sing the whole song, you're not allowed to start the beginning of it. No.
I don't even think I can read the words. So let's see.
So Thor says, my friend Corbin, Ray, Dave, and Rich say hi. We are waiting and watch both Raw and your stream. Sweet.
That is awesome.
Let's see. And Thor's like Hogan, so he's Team Hogan.
Team Hogan.
Aaron's Team Hogan. And Matthew says, did you hear the rumors about Liv showing her new self tonight?
That would be awesome.
I don't know, but Luke usually knows all the rumors.
Yeah, he
He's
follows
like the gossip king of wrestling stuff.
WWE. Does he know Xavier Woods is hurt? Luke, do you know Xavier Woods hurt his Achilles tendon in a match in Sydney, Australia? Or one of those Australian cities. I'm just throwing out Sydney because it's the only one I could think of right now.
Right. Let's see. And then...
There it is. They're locking up.
The Fiend.
Ricochet.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt says, what the hell, Drew McIntyre, plus can you do a shout out to my brother from another mother, Tyler? Hey, Tyler!
It's probably a few seconds late.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to go through the chat because we were talking.
Right, we'll
and
get
then
talking.
Aaron's asking, hey, Duluth, are we going to see a booby slip from the women tonight? No. And the only one that would happen with would be Charlotte. And she's on SmackDown?
No, she's on
Raw.
Raw.
She's on Raw?
She's on Raw.
So, I mean, that's the only one that might possibly throw her boob out there. But
That, you know, is, what's her, Dana, she's on SmackDown now, huh,
Yeah.
Dana? Because Dana got some big old boobies, too.
Yeah, but her outfit didn't really pertain to them throwing out. Like,
Not
you
like
know,
Charlotte's.
Charlotte does her move, her whatever hold move that she does.
Yeah, it's...
Her figure 8
Yep.
that she does. You know,
Where she
and
bridges.
she bridges like that. You know, you kind of wonder at some point if they aren't taped up there enough.
The worst one is when she just gets pinned. Because the girls will lay on her and then twist to pull her leg, and it pulls her top down. But they play it on a delay, so only the people there would be getting it anyway.
Right.
I handsome.
So Matthew's asking if we have Instagram. We're working on that. We have a Twitter
I need to
account,
write down all
but
that
we
stuff.
don't have Instagram yet. But we'll get that done. And then Harry says, it seems like Team Hogan has all the faces versus their heels, like Chad versus Baron, Drew versus Roman, Rusev versus Bobby. Yeah. Is that how it's supposed to go?
Yeah, it's...
Bad guys aren't supposed to fight bad guys, right? That's weird.
I don't even know how that stuff's going
Except
anymore.
for if you're
I
a
almost feel
Suicide
like...
Squad, and then that's different. Those
Right.
are bad guys fighting bad guys, so...
Right, and I almost feel that's the way that WWE's headed. Like, everybody's just turning heel, and so it's just going to be Suicide Squad.
Right. All right.
But at some point, you got to have some baby faces, right?
So Thor says his favorite, ironically, is Corbin, and his name is Corbin, so he wants him to be WWE champion.
I wouldn't mind to see Corbin be champion. I think he could pull it off.
He's such an asshole as a king. Why not?
That's perfect.
Right? And then we have Jackson, John L. Jackson in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
bud,
Jackson.
nice to see you. And he's like, welcome back, Drew McIntyre. Right?
Yeah, it's good to see him back. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Excitement personified.
Yeah. And then Luke says, LOL,
Oh.
there's a thing known as con plague too. Most cosplayers and celebs get really sick the first day after a convention from all the people breathing on them. Travel
Ew.
works same way. That's disgusting.
Did you
should
see
go
any
outside
hotties?
more.
In their little,
Cosplay
yeah,
outfits?
their little outfits.
Were there any that you were like, holy crap, they really got that outfit perfect? Because I know that a lot
like
of those
award-winning?
people will like put together and you're just like, holy shit, that's insane.
When I go, I'm probably going to spend a year making my thing. I don't know what I'm going to be yet, but I will spend.
I'm going to be a wrestler, and then I'm going to just buff up my own body.
I'm going to be a wrestler. Maybe 10 years ago.
And Harry says, hashtag let Travis sing. No.
That shouldn't freaking be all over the internet. Right
Hashtag
there.
let Travis sing. No. My ears will bleed.
She just doesn't like the golden pipes.
Don't
She's
let me
jealous.
sing either. Everybody would run away
It's a bunch
screaming.
of jealousy. McIntyre's just dominating this
So
match.
Thor's singing with you, Prince Ali, Fabulous He, drowning in Wawa. So I mean, you know,
Drowning
you're
in
all we're on the
Wawa.
same page.
That's about what it sounds like.
Right? It does sound like that. So we have Glenn Hunt in the chat. Hey, Glenn. And then Luke says, Liv has been Twitter dark since yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I just hope something happens.
That's
Now, isn't
crazy.
she on Smack? No, she's on Raw.
Yeah.
Because The Fiend is over on SmackDown.
SmackDown, yeah.
Although he's probably going to be on tonight. Obviously,
Yeah.
that stuff's not starting until after Crown Jewel.
And Luke says
Or he's
for-
going to be the one that's traded
Oh,
for
possibly, maybe.
Blissful Crossing, because Blissful Crossing already got traded, and
Yeah,
it's
and
a
then
player
they
to be
left that
named
open.
later. So
True.
if by chance the Fiend wins that, they can bring him over.
True, that's true. So Luke says this is about Xavier Woods. Yeah, he got hurt. Miz is nursing an undisclosed injury. Also, he flew home to the doctors, according to
Ah, crap.
Marissa's Twitter. Aw, bummer.
Maurice.
Maurice's. Right, and Aaron says, did you know I was one of local competitors one time in 2017?
Oh, on here?
I had no idea.
You're one of the people I call like the fire department.
Who did you wrestle?
Who are these guys? Like the fire department. I always wonder where they come from.
So
How do they
Thor-
find these guys?
Right? How do they find? Do they just have like some kind of like, hey, we're gonna go out in the crowd and be like, anybody want to be on stage
No.
and wrestle?
Everybody would say yes to that. It would have to be somebody healthy. They'd have to get checked
Oh.
in case they had a heart problem or a knee problem. You know, like, because they wouldn't want to get sued. Like some guy goes in there and he has a heart problem and just dies.
So Thor said, wait, Harry, technically Rusev isn't a heel or face. He hasn't decided yet. He's kind of like, yeah.
Right now, he's obviously being a baby face. His wife's cheating on him and with Bobby Lashley. I mean, that you can't be a bad guy if your wife's cheating on you, right? Now, if he gets redemption, he could
So
be a bad
Aaron
guy.
wants you to lift up your tongue and say ship.
Shit. So like my daughter, she just makes me do that stuff all the time. Shit.
And Harry agrees with Thor, true. And then Aaron says, sing slob on the knob. What in the good Lord is this?
I don't even know
This
what
is
that
not,
is.
the Masked Singer night. Nintendo. Hi, Nintendo. Haven't seen you in the chat before. Nice
Wow.
to see you here.
Good to see you in here, man.
Seth burned the Fiend down. Hashtag fled Slayer. Fiend
Slayer.
Slayer, I'm guessing.
Fiend Slayer. Oh, we got a Seth Rollins fan in here.
Ooh.
That's cool.
No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Luke says, last year, Jessica Negri? Yes. Negri?
Yeah, the girl that
I had to say it right.
the girl that he
Sorry,
liked.
I had to take my time, so I said it correctly. Had an actual Lita outfit that was perfect. Lita went to her booth to fawn over the outfit. She had the red hair, thong tattoo, and her boyfriend was dressed as Matt Hardy.
That's cool.
Negri said she worked out for 4 months before the con to get in shape. Wow, at least shape enough that she could show off muscles.
Right? I'd have to go for longer than 4 months.
I'd have to
get
do
in
at
shape.
least 5 years.
Got to start now for
My
2030.
5-year plan. Well, when I'm 50.
The 2030 cosplay. I'll be there.
Right.
I'm teasing.
Matthew's letting us know, spoiler alert, Becky will lose the belt when Ronda Rousey returns. That's what he's saying. That's his spoiler.
That's a spoiler.
His prediction.
So that means that he thinks that Ronda Rousey's going to Raw.
Ooh.
And I would assume that Ronda Rousey would
We
go to SmackDown
right?
because they want those crossover stars. But I could see Vince putting her on Raw.
Right.
And that would, because that would set up a hell of a WrestleMania match. Right? The revenge match. And then they would probably have to make it a triple threat match again because they can't have anything just Becky. They'd have to throw in Charlotte.
Right.
Oh, no.
No, we're selling commercial.
Well, it was a very long, dark one, and usually when those ones are, we come back into wrestling.
They're like, nope, just kidding. Here's a Cheetos commercial
throwing
for
in
you.
another Cheeto commercial.
Why are they throwing out
So
all these
how do
Cheeto
they manage to
commercials?
do it in other countries, show these when the commercial rates are different?
I don't know.
I mean, obviously they show this stuff in other countries because
Well,
we
of
watch it with
Of
people.
course they do.
So if they can only have, if we have 16 commercials per hour and they have 12, how does that work?
I don't know. That's crazy, though.
I mean, they obviously have to have some sort of an agreement or something worked out.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt says, I have a spoiler that may come true. I'll be going to Raw when I beat Seth.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Interesting. We're back from commercial.
Either that or you're going to get choke slammed by The Undertaker
Ooh.
and lose.
Oh.
somehow. Whatever, falls count anywhere.
Right.
So you're going to lose by some sort of cheating, and it's going to set up a match for later. And then you're going to stay on SmackDown. My guessing.
Yeah. Glenn saying, get WWE 2K20 Christmas. Harry says, but Rusev also slept with Maria, so I don't know. Not sure if he would be in between because he banged someone and his wife got banged.
It's like a swinger party in the WWE.
Right? Whatever's going on over there. Aaron saying that he wrestled Braun Strowman, and I'm not James Ellsworth. So let's see. And Thor says, see, back in my day, we had men like NWO.
He doesn't even know where he's at. He's like, where are we at? Kansas City, Cleveland, where are we at?
That doesn't surprise me, Eddie.
Watch this, because we're going to send Ricochet into orbit, just like in the crown jewel.
Just like a crown jewel.
Then they just fired up.
He's all excited. He wants to go one-on-one with Hulk Hogan on Friday.
The damn hospital.
I hope he can make it till at least the 31st.
He needs to calm down. Jesus Christ. He's going to give himself an aneurysm in his brain.
He's not even going to be able to fly with the team. 20-hour flight,
Ric Flair.
47,000 feet.
Dude, you need to calm down.
Like, you can't fly.
Where's
You've
your
got blood
Ritalin?
clots.
We need you to take Ritalin. Listen to some Phil Collins.
Right? Some Riddle out.
No, he needs.
You got to give him
Ritalin
Riddle
and
out when you get there, though, because you want them all jazzed up.
Right. Thor says, see, back in my day, we had men like NWO Hogan, Rock, Stone Cold, Scott Hall, Kane, Rob Van, and Cena.
Yeah.
King Cash wants to know what's happened so far. The only thing that's happened so
This
far
is it.
is Ric Flair picked his 5th person for his team,
Which is
for
Drew
Crown
McIntyre.
Jewel. It's Drew McIntyre, and now he is having a match with Ricochet.
One hell of a match with Ricochet that I don't think we've even discussed 1 second of it.
I don't care about that.
They are definitely going toe-to-toe. Right now, it's a slobber knocker. They're just punching each other in the face.
Right?
Ricochet's using the ropes for a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
A
Wow.
little backflip. Oh, soccer-style kick.
That's
Enziguri.
terrifying. And he's like, look at me.
Here he goes.
I'm Ricochet. I'm going to run at you.
How would that hurt? He headbutted him in the belly.
What in the heck?
There's a big old clothesline.
Wow. He
He all
jumped off
jacked
the
up.
top rope. Did he take Riddle in too? Oh wait, no, he took Riddle out.
He took crack cocaine.
Ricochet's on crack tonight, just so everybody knows.
It makes it exciting, though. I wonder if he's not up to it some nights and he still can pull this stuff off, or if he's just like, crap.
Right? I gotta get myself pumped
I didn't
up.
sleep last night.
I'm gonna pump you up. So Aaron wants you to sing "You Got a Friend in Me" or "Let It Go."
You've got a fiend in me.
It
You've got a
says
fiend
friend, but
in
I
me.
think fiend would be more hilarious. Sorry. I'm like, is that say fiend? I'm like, you got a fiend.
Wait, is "Let
in
It Go"
me.
a song?
Yeah,
It's the Frozen. I was thinking of a rap song like "Let it go, let it go. If you hoe wanna hoe, let it go, let it go." I can't throw the N-word in there. I don't know. Is it art if you do it? If you're rapping?
I don't think
I need
that's how it
permission
works.
here.
That doesn't work that way. Nope, it don't.
That's all I listen to. Right?
So Luke says I'm actually going to go as Taker Day 1 of next year's con, Freddy Krueger Day 2, and a fully custom built Jason Voorhees costume on Day 3. Wow.
Are you building your mask yourself?
And
I
then-
built a mask myself once, and it is awesome. I still have it somewhere.
Cool.
Well, no, I wouldn't have it. It'd probably burn up in the fire.
Aw.
Dang it. I forgot about that.
And then
Anyways, are you doing your own mask?
his lady is going as Jessica Negri, LOL, and Buffy the Vampire.
The new
Slayer.
one? Like the one on the series that's
Day
playing
2,
now?
and Rose from Doctor Who Day 3.
Nice. I don't know who that is.
There's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer one now.
Well, isn't that what that is on... What am I thinking of? Sabrina. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah, but that isn't anything close to Buffy. But okay.
Oh my gosh, women witches.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer is not a witch.
She's
She's a vampire slayer.
Okay. Anyways, never mind. I'm wrong. I don't
are
know my
wrong.
superhero cosplay.
My lord.
Big Drew's just beating the shit out of him.
He is beating the crap out of him. It's good. I'm glad somebody should beat poop out of somebody. Juan Rodriguez wants to know who kicked off the show.
Ric Flair. He came out, picked his 5th member. That was Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre called out Ricochet. Ricochet is the one that beat him at the beginning of the King of the Ring tournament.
Yes.
And so I think Drew's trying to get a little bit of payback.
He's working on it real good.
And that's
right
where
now.
we're at right now. We got Ric Flair on the sideline smiling in a chair. He's just...
Because he's a wackadoodle.
Oh, he missed him. Oh, but he came back and got him.
And hopefully King Cash, answered that question. He's saying, what happened so far? What happened so far? That's all that's happened.
That's it. We've had, this is the first match of the show, and it's still going. And this started pretty close into the show.
Yes.
So this match has probably been going on for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him picking up Mac. Oh, he almost got McIntyre up in the air.
Matthew says, Matthew wants Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, to give us Live tonight. Huh. And the
Right?
Fiend
Oh,
says,
there it is.
I will be attacked by Undertaker after I win the title.
There it is. It's over. Ricochet's going up top.
Aaron says Hogan is wrestling on the team. I didn't know that.
No,
he
he's
ain't.
not. There it is.
So
It's
broken.
over.
Ooh, do you think he won?
It's over.
You
One,
think he did it?
2.
he
Oh,
didn't.
McIntyre kicked out.
You're weird. You really thought
That was Ricochet's finisher.
So he's got to do it at least twice.
Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Flip. You're not looking. Look.
I'm looking at the flip. Wow.
Oh, that was just a shooting star press. That wasn't his finisher.
Yeah. Weirdo. You don't know anything. Glenn sent Roman Reigns update. Ooh, what's a Roman Reigns update that I want to know?
Roman
really?
Reigns is on Hogan's team.
Right.
He's team captain.
Yeah. And then Aaron says, I met Hogan. That's cute.
Good deal.
Matthew says, do you guys think Roman and Seth still talk to Dean, a.k.a. Moxley?
Yes, 100%. I'm assuming all those guys keep in contact.
I'm sure they do.
They probably have busy schedules, so it's a lot of texting, but I bet you they talk here and
I
there.
really want to say a bad comment, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
There
on
it
all
is.
those three.
Oh, he missed it.
Matthew says that his friend said that Travis looks like Sami Zayn.
Aww. I guess that's
well,
okay.
Now I'm depressed. Completely depressed. And then Luke says, yes, I've built my own mask, fully customized.
That is sick.
Yeah, and Aaron, you told us you're being Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and you had already told us that before. And I think your girl's being a sexy maid.
Yep,
I think
maid.
that's what it is.
She's going to be a
let's
maid.
see. And then Luke's letting you know that Willow from Buffy was a witch. There was a witch in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but Buffy wasn't a witch. Her friend Willow was a witch.
Right.
And then Aaron wants to know if Hogan is wrestling on the 31st.
No, but I bet you they might do a... It's hard to tell, but it looks like they're going to try to do something with Flair. That's it.
There you go.
There's the Claymore. 1, 2, 3.
All
Drew
right,
McIntyre.
Harry, it came true for you. You said you wanted Drew to win, and he did. Yay! Drew McIntyre won. Woo! How
Look at
exciting.
Big old Drew McIntyre's back. So I was worried when Ricochet beat him in the King of the Ring that they were kind of done with him, but it ended up he just needed a surgery.
Oh,
so
yeah.
now it looks like he might be getting a little bit more of a push again.
True. Which he should, because he's a good
He's a
wrestler.
top guy. He should be one of the top guys.
Right?
That's what got Drew McIntyre the win. And there is Ric Flair.
Woo!
Woo!
Flair.
That's a victory for Team Flair right there, right?
True that. Victory.
And he called out Hogan on Friday. He wants Hogan there on SmackDown.
Terrifying. Matthew says that
Uh-oh.
Sami Zayn is a cool dude, just like Travis. Travis is a cool dude.
I'm pretty cool.
He'd probably be pretty good on the mic like Sami Zayn. I'm not saying Sami Zayn can't talk. He can talk.
I'd have to work on it a little bit, right? Need to talk in front of a couple thousand
Right.
people here and there.
Matthew wants to know, should Jeff Hardy head to AEW or Impact Wrestling? Please answer. I think Jeff Hardy should go get some issues taken care of in his personal life.
I personally would like Jeff Hardy to get help
Shit together.
and then just stay at WWE
Yeah.
and finish his career there.
Yeah.
If they can get him the right help and he can be successful with it, I'd like to see him finish his career there.
Yeah. So we didn't really give you a very good answer.
Oh, this is
but
gonna be
that's
right on
our
his
answer.
face.
And oh Lord, that's terrifying.
This is going to be right on his face.
Oh God, is he gonna like flip him
Yeah,
over?
he's going to hit him right on his face.
Oh, at least he's kind of awake. That's good, right? Whoa! Oh,
Oh, that hurts. I don't care who you are.
that's terrible. Me.
All right, that's enough. Leave him alone.
Drew McIntyre's
Big
like,
old
no,
Drew.
I want to kill him. I will murder him. I will take out his children and his family.
Can you not see it or something?
It's a little too far away from. It's kind of just it was angled weird, so I couldn't see everything. Harry says if Team Hogan wins, WWE is officially the worst.
You know, it's hard for me to
He's
think.
like, I hate Hogan. I hate his team. I don't like any of them.
So that I have a huge dilemma because Hulk Hogan's my favorite wrestler of all time.
But
Like,
he's picked like stupid wrestlers.
but I don't like any of his team.
Like so far, I haven't liked any of them. And
I
he's
like
got three.
Ali, and I like Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet's all right.
You
I
like
don't like
Ali?
I don't like his team captain.
Well, nobody likes either Seth nor Roman. Just kidding.
Whatever.
A lot of
we
people
have
like
somebody
him.
in there who likes
That's
them.
coming up next or
The
just
King's
later?
Court with Rusev tonight.
Yeah, we knew that
King's
that's
Court
coming.
can have some. And they have like a big old thing that they're going to talk about Lana's, thing with what's her face. And then we
Street
also have
Profits with who? Who?
who's their third guy going to be against the OC,
OC
tonight?
Now, is it the Street Profits versus Anderson and Gallows
Drew's
with the
still
other
out
two
there.
in the corners? Or
What's
is
he
it a
doing?
6-man tag?
Is he like making fun of Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is he doing out there, weirdo?
I wish there would have been athletes like him back in Hogan's days.
Yeah.
Because Hogan was an athlete like that, but he didn't really get to wrestle a whole bunch of other athletes that were built like him.
Yeah. Luke said that Ruby Riott has officially said she's out till late winter or early spring 2020. She had both shoulders
Yeah.
operated on and has just started light workouts. I'm sorry, Luke. You're sick and I will forgive you. And I'll try to make up words for the words that don't make sense.
Yeah, we knew her shoulders. We remember because I said how she wiping her butt.
Yeah, that was Travis's first question. When he learned that she had both shoulders worked on, he's like, how's she wiping her butt? Like, who's wiping her butt?
Like,
Is she
'cause that's
wiping
the
her own
thing.
butt? Somebody else wiping her butt?
I grew up with my grandparents. They raised me. And I just remember, like, they never had it, but they had a friend
Right?
that had both shoulders done. And then my grandma's like, can you even imagine the embarrassment? And I'm like, what? Like, I would have never thought about it. And she's like, her husband has to wipe her butt. So I was like 13 or 14 years old. I'm like, oh, that's funny. So now whenever I think of shoulder surgery, I link it to wiping your butt.
And Matthew says that he misses Ruby. Glenn says
Me too.
that,
I want to see her back soon.
Gemini Man movies last Tuesday. The Gemini one, that's the one with...
Did you go see that?
With,
Yeah. Will Smith.
That's his name. I'm like...
And he
I know his name's Will. I'm like,
He's cloned.
what the hell's his last name?
He's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I know who he is.
Big Willie style.
I can't think of his last name.
I grew up on him. Like,
Right?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was like the shiznit. But I was grown up.
Let's see. And then
West Pennsylvania.
Harry says, I like Hogan, but like Travis said, Flair's team is stacked. Right now they are. Like,
I love
he's got
the
all
team.
5 people, and you're like, wow, I'm going to be on that side.
Right?
The Fiend Bray Wyatt says, I would like to see The Undertaker with the Street Profits to fight the OC and AJ Styles. Right? Yeah. I want to see an old man out there that can't do anything.
Calm down.
They can hurt
They
himself.
have legends.
I understand that, but he's not going to do anything. You got 3 guys that are
They
over
don't
there.
need to.
One
The
of
Street
them's
Profits are awesome.
Oh, so you think that they could beat all
Street
3
Profits
of those guys
win.
by themselves? They just got beat up in the back last week by
They
those
win.
guys.
I'm calling it right now. Street Profits with whoever they pick is going to win.
Okay.
Maybe it'll be Liv Morgan.
Why would they pick? They're not going to pick a girl.
Why wouldn't they?
My lord. You guys are weird. You guys and your weird fantasy stuff. It's like out there.
I'm just saying, it doesn't matter who they pick, they're going to win. And now, is it a tag team match with the other two in the corners, or is it a six-man tag team?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's a six-man tag team, but how they made it sound is, well, who's going to be in their corner?
Oh.
And when they say who's going to be in their corner,
that
to me that
who's
says
gonna be the guy cheating on the outside, pulling people and messing things up,
or keeping it fair.
Right. I can see AJ Styles keeping it fair. And Luke's telling me to hush because he's allowed to make mistakes. And I said that. You're sick. And I understand. Because nobody likes to be sick.
She doesn't let anybody make mistakes.
Whatever. You make mistakes all the time. Haven't fixed that yet.
As you can tell.
Luke says, I'm sick. Modding this channel. Editing videos for my lady's Twitch. I'm working on her cosplay. You are a phenomenal person.
Multitasking.
Phenomenal.
And sick.
Yeah. And then Matthew's asking me, do I like Rhea? Is that her name? Rhea? R-H-E-A. Who's that girl? Ripley.
Yeah. She's the one that has she's on NXT.
Yeah, okay.
And she's the tough one.
Right.
I think she's from Europe.
Okay.
Remember? And she's going to wrestle the girl I don't like, the Japanese girl.
Riho? No.
No. On NXT.
Io.
Shirai.
Ha! I'm getting there. I don't want
XFL player.
What in the good Lord? Anyways, I haven't really seen her enough to really say that I like her or not, but you're talking to a girl that really doesn't like the girl wrestlers.
I personally, I think you'll like her.
You think?
She's the one that is going to be wrestling eventually. I would assume that she's going to be the one that's wrestling Shayna Baszler.
Luke says he's not phenomenal. He's just scared of his lady. So your lady scared you into being sick, modding our channel and editing videos. Well, I get the editing videos for her and working on her cosplay. Totally understand that. He does that shit too. Maybe not those type of things, but
oh god,
it's very terrifying.
I like his gold glove. He's got the Michael Jackson gold glove.
On one hand or the other, depending on the night.
Oh, does he switch it?
Yeah.
I just thought he wore it on his left.
Matthew's laughing, ha ha ha, and Harry's laughing at Luke, LOL Luke. And then the Fiend Bray Wyatt says, Tyler is at Raw since he lives in Cleveland, Ohio. Sweet.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
He should be giving us a shout out with
Doesn't he have a message board? Shouldn't he have like a board saying, hey,
it's
I'm
me.
Tyler.
We want smoke. There's Charlie.
It is Charlie.
The OC.
Aaron's saying, ew, she likes girl wrestlers. Who?
Oh, she don't like girl wrestlers.
You like girl wrestlers? Yeah, that's obvious.
Clearly
I like the women. Or what's AJ gonna say?
I don't know. Nothing? Mean things?
Inside the ring. What's your strategy heading into this match?
Strategy? We're one of the most decorated tag teams in history. And the Street Profits, they're rookies. Rookies. Don't get me wrong, baby girl.
Does he say rookie with an H?
They really do. But they don't need to
Rookies.
be handed anything. They gotta earn their keep, just like we did. And they shouldn't be given this worldwide platform as unofficial hosts of Raw. When you've got us, the three most charismatic individuals on Monday nights? No.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And the Street Profits, they keep talking about getting that smoke. Well, unfortunately, we're in Cleveland. And getting that smoke is illegal here, you morons!
Oh, that's hilarious. AJ, stop.
JC Gallus, it is.
It is. Getting that smoke is illegal. Cleveland sucks. Boo!
Cleveland doesn't rock.
They better be careful. Cleveland's mean. If you want to talk about Seth Rollins, burn it down. They'll burn it down.
Gallows and Anderson have been doing this for a long, long time.
New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is the WWE, guys.
Right?
We're decorated. I'm like, how many titles have they won? But they were really good at New Japan. Too sweet.
She's like, you guys are a bunch of wackadoodles.
It seems like the time for talking is over and the time to step in between those ropes
That's
and get
Dio.
this smoke
has
Yeah.
come. Street Profits will have their first match
That's
here
big.
on Raw tonight. You talk
Yes.
about making an impact tonight. Street Profits could do just that.
Jerry doesn't
But
need
how
any
about
introduction.
those that made an impact on their Raw debuts after being drafted? They certainly made an instant impact.
Instant.
Andrade.
Instant impact.
So are they just going to do a big recap of who was drafted and how
Yeah,
good of
nobody
an
wants to hear
impact they
that
got?
crap. People should be talking.
Andrade has a match
Aaron has to
tonight.
go. He has to go. Sorry, Aaron.
Okay, Aaron.
Well, have a good night. If you can make it back, make it back. If not, we'll see you another time. Maybe Wednesday or maybe Friday.
He's wrestling Sin Cara later.
Who?
Andrade.
Oh. Huh. Okay. Anyways, we
I wonder
have
if he's
somebody
gonna
else in
try
our
to pull
chat.
off
We
his
have Queen KK, I guess. I don't know if it's maybe Queen. Maybe it's Queen. It's just a V. Anyways, they said some stuff that, and we'll say hi. Hi. How's it going? They retracted their message, but it was something about how their sister wants to meet Sasha and stuff like that, which is cool.
Well, that's
a
cool.
lot
You
of
can leave
people
that
want to
stuff on
meet
there.
Sasha. A lot of people want to meet a lot of these wrestlers in person. It would be fun.
Yeah, when they come close to your city, they always do a little meet and greet.
Yeah. And then Matthew said, Travis, who would win in a hard match? Pennywise or Fiend?
Right.
Well, I'm
Well,
going to
since
say...
one's a demon,
Okay.
Pennywise, you know who Pennywise is?
Yes.
The clown?
Uh-huh.
That's a real demon.
Yes.
And the other one's a fiend.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Bray. The fiend. Right?
Whatever. I'm going to say with Luke and go Pennywise, exactly. Because more people are probably scared of clowns than they are of the Fiend's mask.
He's kind of like a clown.
Hey,
Aleister Black.
Pennywise
he
probably
wrestling?
terrifies a lot of people.
like to think that
Well, right now
one
he's
day,
just talking.
all this
just talking.
strive
Tonight.
Talky, talky, talk, talk, talky, talky, talk, talk.
with an answer as to
Harry says, I'm starting to like the OC because they were hilarious during that clip, LMAO. Also,
Right.
they have a video of them watching botches, and it is hilarious, but they are not in character. That's funny.
rage.
Yeah, I like
That
that.
is beyond
Right?
answers and beyond redemption.
And Queen says, my other sister wants to meet Naomi.
At me
Cool.
As we speak,
I want to
like
meet
a
Naomi.
madman
I think Naomi would be
dancing
cool
in
to
the
meet.
moonlight.
I could see meeting Naomi. I like Naomi.
Drink a couple beers with her boyfriend or husband or whatever.
So Luke's correcting you on your knowledge of Pennywise. Pennywise is not a demon. He is the first incarnation of evil that's been around since beginning of time, if you go by the original book.
Right. I have not read the books. I don't read him.
Stephen King.
Yeah, I haven't read any of his books.
Maybe you should.
Jared said I should because they're pretty good. Obviously I've only watched a few of his movies like Cujo.
Are they scarier in the book form?
I'm sure they are.
I'm just kind of curious. Like the ones I like to watch of Stephen King are like, I don't
Goofy.
know if I could watch The Shining. I mean, read The Shining book. I've seen the movie, but I don't know if I could read the book and be like, yeah, that's real scary.
The Shining?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't be scared?
Yeah. I don't know if it would be as scary
I
as
bet you
book,
it's pretty intense.
book type. And then
Thinner. I've seen Thinner. I've seen It twice because
Right.
I watched the original 2-part TV show and then I watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen part 2 yet. Cujo, Pet Cemetery, the original. I haven't seen the new one of those yet. What else is there? Anyways, and I'm pretty sure there's some other stuff. Wasn't there one about a mist or something?
wasn't Misery a Stephen King?
Yeah, Misery.
And
Oh,
then there's this series that
Stand By Me. That's Stephen King book.
Mm-hmm.
So
That would be an interesting book to read. I would like to read that book.
yeah.
That would be interesting to read. Read that. Let's see.
Stephen King classics.
Right? Harry says, isn't that book like 2,000 pages? Matthew says, best Stephen King movie is Christine.
Oh, Christine.
Right? That
I
one's
dig
actually
Christine.
pretty
I
good.
like Christine.
Luke says, every week I ask myself why I mod for you, Trav. LOL. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Right? Seriously, like I'm just like, I know nothing about this stuff. Like I'm sitting there calling it Con.
Comic Con. Con.
It's Comic Con.
I'm like looking at him like it's Comic Con.
Hold on, Con night over there. And
Comic Con.
It,
Don't worry, I like told him many times what it was called. Still didn't get it right. It's normal. Don't you guys worry about it. He could meet somebody and he'd be like, look at me and go, what was their name? And I'd be like, seriously? They told you like 5 times.
It was Sam. What? I swear sometimes I just hear her name and it just goes right through. I just read The Count of Monte Cristo. I had to finish the book before I remembered who anybody was. And I'm like, oh no, it's just because that's his daughter and that's no idea any of their names.
He started to tell me about it. He's like, so there's this guy and he's not his friend, but he's this guy who's kind of knows his friend. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's great, hun.
Yeah. Right, and now it's going to be War and Peace. And War and Peace you actually have to have a study guide for because there's so many characters.
Right? Queen says, are the Usos pretty good? When they actually wrestle.
Usos are the best tag team in wrestling.
They would stop drinking. Well, one of them.
I think the Usos are the best tag team in wrestling. They're my favorite
They've been really
tag
good for
team.
a long time, and it's sad that they've not been. Luke says it's my second fave Stephen King book. Under the Dome was my fave.
Yeah, never even heard of it. My sister's read them all.
Has she?
Oh, yeah.
She loves that horror stuff and everything. I like to be scared.
Oh, that's all. This is Total Diva stuff. I'll leave that muted.
Total Diva stuff.
It's crazy because on the Total Divas, they have all the wrestlers that you don't get to see. Like
Right.
Nia Jax is on there, Ronda Rousey's on there,
Naomi.
Naomi's on there, and we're not seeing any of those girls like right
Somebody
now.
came down to the ring
It's
already.
But it's Aleister Black time.
Who was his opponent that came down?
I don't know.
Somebody came down to the ring and we didn't know.
They cut
who
out
it
when he was talking, so we don't know who's down there.
Yeah.
You guys dig his entrance with the whole laying down, coming up on the catapult thing?
Yes, I'm pretty sure they all love it.
I think people really enjoy Aleister. I feel like he wrestles like he has really bad knees because his legs are always really straight. He doesn't bend his legs very often.
Maybe he does.
Very athletic though.
Right?
Very good striker. But see how he walks? He walks like he has a knee injury all the time.
Maybe he does. I don't know.
No, he's been doing it forever.
Oh.
And he kicks and spins and flips and sits Indian style and all that stuff.
Yeah, that guy.
Can you say that? Sits Indian style?
Yeah, why not?
I am Native American, so I can
Cross-legged.
say that. But
He sits down on the ground and crosses his legs.
Jason Reynolds. Old Jason.
Luke says that his legs are straight because he's a kickboxer. That's how we are trained.
To keep your knees locked.
But if you stand that way for a long time, do you faint a lot?
Well, it's just not an athletic
I'm
pose.
kidding. Just kidding. But that was funny. Because they always tell you not to, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
They're
don't
like,
don't lock your knees.
You'll faint. Harry says he sits crisscross applesauce.
Right?
He sits Native American style. Does that work better?
He's smoking his piece of pipe.
Yes, that one. Yes, exactly.
The thing about Aleister Black is he could end this match at any point he so desires.
Who's his opponent?
I told you. His name's Jason Reynolds.
Who's that?
A local, probably. Little local talent.
Who's Jason Reynolds?
I just told you 3 times. We don't know.
Well, people should know who he is.
Why?
I
Oh,
think
there he
it's kind of
goes.
dumb that he's with somebody he doesn't even know who he is. Let's see. Matthew said, should Tiffany get her own horror movie besides being in Chucky movies? And then Luke says, so I listened to a podcast yesterday with the Bellas, and what they had to say shocked me. Things we think we know about backstage are very wrong.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Right?
Like what? Give me some gossip.
Yeah. What did they say? We didn't listen to the podcast. Now you have to let us know some huge tidbits. Luke says, and Black's music is one of my faves.
Right.
And Matthew says, Travis, do you guys react to AEW too?
AEW Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern,
Yep.
live. We do
try
it
to
here.
give little updates of what's happening in NXT, but we actually do live reactions to AEW.
So we watch it picture in picture. So we watch both, and we just try to keep you up to date on what's happening on NXT.
Yep.
But we do watch the AEW with the volume.
Harry said that's how he learned it.
That's it.
He says crisscross applesauce. Well, of course he won. Did anybody really think Aleister Black was going to lose to some unknown person?
I thought it would be
Reynolds?
closer than no. I'm surprised it went that long, to be honest.
It says, that's dope. From Matthew. Luke says the legs are more straight because we literally train our knees by having people kick them to straighten them. Plus, straight legs equals faster and more accurate kicks.
And the question is who on the Raw roster actually wants to pick up?
I'm trying to think watching Jean-Claude Van Damme in Kickboxer if that's what he did, but I don't think he did. He never kept his legs straight. That one weirdo guy did, though, that was all weird. He would stand like your friend. No. The one that he kind of cheated a little bit, but not the bad guy. He, like, stood like your friend. He's like a Thai kickboxer
Yeah, but that's a
fighter.
different movie. But yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
The sailor-looking dude.
No.
Are you talking about on Bloodsport?
Yeah, Bloodsport.
And
Sorry.
he's out there like this.
Yes.
And then he's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then they start kicking
And he
each
kept
other.
his legs, like, really straight.
A little bit, yeah.
Sorry. Bloodsport's probably one of my favorite movies. I like that movie. It's a good movie.
Let's watch it 12 times this weekend.
Okay. Then I can hate it again.
That's my favorite. I've got that.
Can we watch other stuff in between, though?
We watch a Frasier in between each one of them. Tyson Fury, Braun Strowman. Are you excited about that?
Oh, totally. No.
You're not excited about that?
So we have another person in the chat. Stu McPhail. That's cute. Hi, Stu.
Hey,
nice
Stu.
to see it. He says, just curious, has anyone knows when Liv Morgan will be on TV?
We're hoping anytime
Maybe tonight?
soon. Maybe right after, I guess it'd be next Monday. Not next Monday, but 2 Mondays from now. Is maybe right after the Saudi show they bring her and start getting everything ready for the Survivor Series.
Possibly. But if she just, as Luke mentioned earlier, if she just barely went dark on her Twitter yesterday, I can imagine that either she's going to show up tonight or they're making her stay off social media for a week.
Right, so you're thinking next week going into Crown Jewel? I mean, obviously the women aren't going to be on Crown Jewel.
No.
So I think that, I'm just guessing, and I don't know. Like, sometimes I like to just speculate, but I have a feeling that there's going to be quite a few women's matches on SmackDown.
Yeah, and
next
Harry's saying
Friday.
she was shown on the roster. Yeah, and she was. Yeah, she was shown. She's on Raw.
Well, yeah, she's a Raw
roster. She
got drafted.
Yeah, she's there. It's just we don't know where. Anyways, and then Luke says Nikki was talking about how one of the reasons her and John ended is because the company kept putting them on the screen even after being told no. Nikki was threatened with being fired if she didn't.
Right. Well, if you're going to put your stuff out there, it's your,
Yeah.
it's going to be part of the show, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, it kind of is. Kind of like Lana and Rusev, Marie and Mike Kanellis, same shit.
Yeah, they could have played them like that.
Could've.
They could have made, Nikki out there kissing other guys and that
throwing her big old boobs all over everybody else.
BBB.
The big boob Bella.
Triple B.
That's how we all know her. Luke says, and her issues with John and Nikki and John did not want to do the story with Miz and Maurice.
Right? So, I watched WWE, for a long time, and I never... People are going to be like, what the hell is he talking about boobs for? I didn't know Maurice had boobs. Like, I didn't know they were big until I watched that whole story thing. No, it wasn't Biz or Mrs. Just the John Cena and Nikki Bella. They were leading up to, hey, John. And she was being Nikki.
Oh.
And she would wear BBB's, her stuff, her outfits.
Oh.
She would dress like Nikki. And I'm like,
that's funny.
is she stuffing her? Nope. That's not stuffing. She's just got giant boobs.
Can't tell what he likes. Not at all.
Hey, John.
And Luke's like, and Brie was forced to do the story with Daniel versus Miz and Maurice, among other things. Okay, now when you say forced, I don't really agree with that because 1, they work for the company. 2, they have a contract. 3, if they don't like it, you can quit. You can maybe get out of your contract or not. But in all reality, you're kind of stuck. And so I don't know if being forced.
You're going to read?
Sure, I can read. The AOP is on our stuff right now.
So now they're on Raw now.
Yeah, they got drafted to Raw. There is no tag team on Monday Night Raw hard enough to fight us. Raw didn't sign us to compete on Raw. Raw signed us to keep us from going to SmackDown. We weren't an acquisition for Raw. We were a move from SmackDown. We are violent men in a violent world. And we're going to get violent with every tag team on Monday Night Raw. The next chapter in the history of tag team wrestling will be written in blood.
Good deal.
And it will be written by
The Authors of Pain.
the authors of pain.
It'll be written by the Authors of Pain.
In blood.
Because they're authors, obviously.
Right, so of course. And they'll write it in
Here it
other
is, it's
people's
King's
blood.
Court.
Hey, it's
So
Jerry
it's
Lawler.
Rusev Day!
With Rusev. Now, what's going to happen? Because the last time he had a court, somebody came down and ruined everything, and then he almost got beat up. Oh, it was the Fiend, that's right.
He did he got the mandible claw.
Yeah. You would think he'd have some anxiety and PTSD and wouldn't want to come down there and do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Well, he ran off. Maybe if he would have stayed in the ring, he would have been okay. Remember, he ran up the ramp and then got it up there.
Right?
And that man has been
trying to get
conspicuously quiet until tonight.
Here we go.
I want you to welcome
So he's going to address the crowd about what's happening with Lana and Bobby Lashley.
Lana's husband,
Ooh.
the Bulgarian brute, Rusev.
Rusev Day.
Matthew's saying that AOP versus the Viking Raiders would be an explosive match.
There's so many good matches waiting ahead in the tag team division.
Yeah. I'm sure Vince will ruin it for everybody, but don't worry.
Other guy who's a great guy. He's caring. He's got
Look at his
He's
mustache.
caring. He's
Look
got
at-
a great mustache.
He's dressed like just like a normal dude.
I know, right? He looks like a normal dude.
He looks like a Yankee fan.
He's like, look at my 70s porn mustache. It is awesome.
I got my red and white Snickers on. I tripped going up the stairs. Nobody noticed.
I'm not used to this. He's like, I'm not used to wearing normal attire when I come into the ring. Poor guy.
Rusev Crush.
He almost tripped and fell on his face. Ah.
Guy's wearing his
Harry says he
championship
went
belt.
back to see Maurice and Nikki's outfit, and he says, I have to say, you were not lying.
Like, boom. You're like, wow.
That's real?
Well, I thought she was just kind of stuffing at first, but then you, like, they're full boobs. Like, you're like, oh,
what goes on
okay.
inside a marriage.
Hey, look, it's Tony. Hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony, we're talking about boobs and Rusev.
Cousin Tony.
In this case,
Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
Rusev are a
Boobs.
public figure. And Lana is a public figure, and Bobby Lashley
you're all
is a
public
public
figures.
figure. And so
She's got a public
they
figure.
have made they have made everything.
She's
public.
made it
I mean,
completely public.
It's been salacious. It's been,
Have she
don't
done
know
nude
how
stuff?
you've Withstood what we've seen so far.
I don't know.
I know she was in the voice ones,
With that being
the
said,
Bellas, Barden Bellas.
Oh,
they have,
yeah, I have
they
no
have
idea.
put
What's that
up
called?
some-
Pitch Perfect.
I
She
guess
was in
I
both
might
of
call,
those. Well, there's
Right.
three, but she was in two of them.
They've said things like maybe that.
Luke
well,
said
you've-
that her boobs
Lana
stayed
said that
huge
you've
after
sent
her
too much
first
money
kid.
back to your
LOL.
relatives in Bulgaria.
Right.
She said something about you've interfered in her modeling contracts.
Oh.
And
Oh.
you even
He's
went
meddling.
back on how much money she spends on herself.
Oh, thanks,
Hey,
Queen,
here's
and
the
saying
whole
a
thing,
shout out to
come on.
Talitha and Travis for being the best. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All I'm doing is I'm just trying
Right?
to get it.
Thank
Right now we're
you.
listening in
After what
on
all
what are we?
you've watched.
Monday
The
Night
King's
Raw,
Court, Monday
King
Night
Court,
Raw.
Jerry Lawler,
what is your response?
Rusev,
What have you
They're
been
talking
thinking
about Lana
when you
and
see
all her
this?
stuff happening with what's
and
his
how
face?
Rusev's keeping all the money away from her, and he's just a controlling monster.
Yeah, she wanted to do a modeling career, and he's like,
It's all
no.
Lashley's fault.
It's all
Bob
Lashley's fault.
Lashley has poisoned Lana's brain.
He doesn't
and
want to
told
take any
that he
responsibility.
will be-
There's
Rusev.
always two sides.
That's right. You need to take responsibility for whatever you've done.
Apologize, Rusev.
A lot.
Make this work.
As far as Lana is concerned, I may be a fool, but I still wear my wedding band because every day I hope and I pray
He love her.
that we're going to pass through this. We're going to end up happily ever after.
We'll take some blame and apologize.
Right?
Besides, everything's been said and done, and
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Bobby Lashley.
Thor officially got his
Rusev,
his
you know,
2K20. Sorry
I
for no
really wish I could
responsible.
be there with you.
Sweet, awesome
These
dude.
words tonight,
Congratulations.
so that we can kind of settle these little differences that we have.
Look what she's wearing.
I can't
It's Lana Day.
because
Is she missing half of her front of her?
I think she
stuff?
ripped it off and she's
See,
just
I'm not
wearing her
gonna make the
bra.
same mistake
Maybe it's
that
on
you did,
backwards.
Rusev.
Maybe.
Lana has needs, and I'm gonna 100% make sure to take care of them.
Isn't Bobby Lashley married? Like for real married?
Delicious.
Did Luke tell
Wouldn't
us
it
that
have been
was for
funnier
real
if he
married?
would have said she has needs and I'm going to fill them?
It would have been hilarious. I like that way better. What did he say?
I'm going to
instead?
take care of them.
Oh, what? That's gross. They need to be more dirty in WWE. If they're gonna throw this sex stuff at us, they better make sure they do it right.
Restaurant. Wait, you probably don't. Because I asked you over and over and over again.
Okay, her
to
voice-
please take me to this restaurant. It was my dream to come here.
I don't think you're at a restaurant. You're a liar face.
But my man, he fulfills all my dreams, and he does take me here.
And Luke
because
said
is
he
a
got his
gentleman.
22K or his 2K20 also.
Good
Matthew
deal.
said Kelly had nice boobs. And we have Whisper Gaming in our chat and saying what's up.
What's up? What's up?
There's not much. There's not much. And Thor said it's deluxe. Ooh, you put out the extra $20.
Everybody's getting their deluxe game.
And Thor's challenging Luke to wrestling.
Right? Links. Live stream.
Terrifying. And Tom saying, I told you what you think you know, you don't. When did you say that?
You've got to respond to what
3
they
weeks
just
ago? Are you talking about a conversation we had like 3 weeks
If
ago?
you ain't know, now
Where
you know.
have you been? That's the question.
I would like to deliver my message personally
Uh-oh.
because I know exactly
A personal
where
message.
they are.
Oh, he knows exactly where they
Oh.
are, and he's pissed. And that's what Bray Wyatt said. He said Rusev is pissed.
He talked about a night
And
He knows right where they are. The problem is if your marriage is failing, it means you're doing something wrong. You don't go try to right it with a wrong. Public violence is not the answer.
Right?
Might
Public
feel good.
violence is not. And the queen in there says it's a spider. What's a spider?
I cannot wait for that, but also Seth Rollins, the Universal
What's a spider?
Champion, will explain
I don't know.
Did we
Maybe
miss-
that's what they're saying to Tom. Told you what you think you know you don't. That it's a spider. Just kidding. I don't know.
Burn it down, Seth Rollins. Hey, there's Andrade and Zelina Vega.
Yeah. Back there talking. She's like, you're gonna be great, and you're gonna smack him in the face, and you're gonna beat him up, and you're gonna take him out.
It's Sin
and you're
Cara.
gonna-
He's gonna win.
And you're remember, just keep your head in the game, and you're gonna give him a whatchamacallit necktie. What's that called? Brazilian necktie.
Brazil, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's what she's
How
saying.
about we don't kill people in wrestling?
Why? Rey Mysterio does it all the time.
He killed one dude.
That's all the time. Luke says, we won't talk about how much I've spent on the next 3 games. I'm kidding. Right? Those things have gotten so expensive. It's crazy.
Well, how much money you've spent in the last month, we probably shouldn't even talk about.
Yeah, no.
Going on
I probably
vacation
don't
for
even
like a
make
week
that
and a
in a
half, 2 weeks.
salary in a year. Even though I have a job. Oh, let's see. Matthew says, oh, snap. Matthew, did Raw do their pyro opening?
They did. And they got their new music and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, their start was pretty good. We got talking, though, because we got offered to be godparents. What are you looking for?
I don't know.
Did you see
Queen
what-
says that there's a spider on her chair. There's a spider on her chair? Cool.
It wouldn't surprise me. The other night after we went off the air, I looked over and there was a giant hobo spider just sitting there watching the show too. He's like, "What's up?" I didn't freak out.
Whack! Whatever. You made him fly through the air and then you squished him.
He was on one of my note cards, so I just threw the note card on the ground. And then I executed him. For,
Brazilian necktie.
that's what we do to our fans. Execution. So that's going to happen next, right? Sin Cara and Andrade.
Ooh, I guess.
Zelina
I mean, that's
Vega.
what they were showing, so I'm guessing that they're probably going to be the next ones to come out.
It's coming up soon. We still got Seth Rollins later. We got the Street Profits and the OC later.
Yeah.
We got some exciting stuff happening.
The Phoebe Bray Wyatt says the only spiders I see is Slipknot spiders. Luke says true, LOL, about how much money he spent that we don't want to talk about. He probably has plenty of it though. So
New Japan Pro Wrestling launched an American brand. They're launching it like at 4:00 this morning.
Like a missile?
It's the first phase of their attack on American wrestling. Not like a missile.
Did you see that commercial? They had cheesy tater tots. Like the cheese was inside the tater tots. Can I tell you how good that looked? That looked delicious.
What show was it, or what was it for?
I don't know who it was for. Probably
that would probably
Sonic.
be something that you would need to know so you could invest in them.
Invest in buying some cheese. Oh, talking about food. We need to do some ordering of some stuff from some peeps.
Oh yeah. Is that too late?
No, he said he had to get it by the 31st or before that, right?
Wasn't
that it?
I thought it was the 21st.
I thought well, today's the 21st.
I know,
so
that's why I
we're
was
done.
saying.
Oh, Queen has to go. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well, come back
Thanks
and
for the
see us.
spider
We're
warnings.
Here,
Yeah, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 Eastern.
Yeah, and pay-per-views when they happen.
And we do the pay-per-view. So we'll be here on the 31st for Crown Jewel. Starting at 1 p.m. So it'll probably be noon Eastern for the pre-show. Mm-hmm. Since it's starting at 1.
Right.
For Eastern for the main show.
Yes.
Main roster show, whatever it's called.
Luke liked my joke about the missile.
Right. The Japanese missile.
Launching stuff. It's terrifying. So Luke says, I pre-ordered the deluxe limited edition of The Last of US 2, Cyberpunk 2077, and Final Fantasy 7. All three versions are $150 or more. I need an intervention. It depends. I doubt it because you do the gaming stuff and with your videos. So in all reality, it's just an investment in what you do, right? Couldn't that be a write-off to your accountant?
That's a superstar fact.
Superstar fact? Sweet. I didn't read it. Sorry, guys. It was about Charlotte Flair. She's a 2-time Hall of Fame person. She's the daughter of a 2-time Hall of Famer. Doody-doody-da-da. La 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 la.
She was in the first Money in the Bank. Actually, wasn't in the first Money in the Bank because she was champion and they were trying to wrestle to see who was going to wrestle.
Yeah, she don't know nothing. He's wearing
Zelina.
yellow.
At least she's wearing clothes tonight. Instead of
Half of her
jammies.
clothes. Well, she's wearing big old boots and shorts and a long sleeve shirt. Good for her. She's wearing short boots too. She's not wearing like high heeled boots. She gonna talk?
Music
Yeah.
is a siren.
Ooh.
To let all of you know
It's a siren.
that your careers
I like his outfit.
are in danger.
You like yellow though. It's normal.
Looks like
And
my
if anybody
motorcycle.
knows all about it, it's Andrade's opponent tonight.
Who's his
Sin
opponent?
Cara.
I told you, Sin Cara.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Do you guys even know what Sin Cara even means?
What does it
It
mean?
means
Six?
without a face.
Oh, without a face.
Well, tonight is lucky night.
Is he gonna rip off his mask so he has a
Because
face?
Not
That's
only
terrifying.
Will you be leaving here without a face,
Oh, Tom said that was in response
but
to what
he
Luke said.
also will
I'm
be
not sure
leaving
where that came
here without a victory.
Jonathan Blazier is in our chat. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Nice to see ya.
Because
It
for
says,
as
sorry,
good
Bailey
as he
SmackDown.
is,
Why are you
he
sorry
will
about Bailey and
never
SmackDown?
It's fine that she's over there.
Andrade!
That's okay, right?
She's champion over there.
And Harry says, dang, I want The Last of Us 2 as well. Wow, everybody wants that game. Is it a good game? I've never heard of it. What's it about? What do you do on it?
What's it called?
The Last of Us 2.
Huh.
And Queen says, love y'all. And Luke says, I love you too. I'm feeling better just watching you guys. Yes!
Oh, good deal.
I'm so psyched about that. I'm glad you're feeling a little better. It sucks being
Because
sick.
Andrade.
Nobody
If you guys are new, you guys are just barely starting to watch, subscribe. We're on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday,
Yeah.
8 Eastern. We do the pay-per-views. It's a lot of fun.
Totally.
Get in here,
It is.
chat a little bit, keep it going.
Yeah.
Talk about video games right now, but we talk about wrestling stuff. We talk about all sorts of stuff.
And Sin Cara's
And here
coming
comes
out.
Sin Cara. Sin Cara and Andrade. This should be good.
You think?
Oh,
He is without a face.
you think?
So if he doesn't have a face, how does he see?
He doesn't need to see.
That Sin Cara has done in his hometown.
He uses like bat senses.
Texas. We go back to August
Yeah.
the 3rd. It was a terrible tragedy in El Paso. And Sin
Yeah.
Cara was among the first team responders.
What happened?
to help
Oh, was that the
That El
shooting?
Paso shooting in the
That's-
Walmart or something. Yeah, that horrible thing.
That's
'Cause
disgusting.
it like they killed a lot of Hispanics or something like that happened.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Some of those first team responders. I mean, Sin Cara has one of
Bunch
the
of
biggest
idiots.
stars in all of
Basically,
the
just
WWE.
people that need mental health.
An excellent human being, but an excellent superstar.
All right.
I am glad to
Jonathan
see him
Blazer
back in
says,
action in a
Bailey
WWE
and I will
ring.
say I'm sorry.
Okay, we're excited to have you. We're signing an extension. And I'm
Why?
excited to
Bailey's
find
looking
out
pretty
what
good in her new haircut and outfits.
I know that
Right after she slaughtered her little happy toys
Right? Come on, that was fun.
with an
Who
axe
wouldn't
with a
wanna do
blade
that?
on the end of it.
I want one of those. Who doesn't want one of the things that Bailey
I
had?
honestly thought she
want
was
one.
going to kill a fan.
I really want one of those. I do. Wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't
that'd be fun?
To do what with? Pop balloons?
Over a year ago, battling on SmackDown
Yeah.
the first time.
It has.
Luke's asking the question I'm wondering too.
What is
He's
it?
asking Jonathan, what are you on about? Right?
Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Who's
Oh, that's Umberto Correa.
Roberto Carrillo? He's back there watching Andrade and Sin Cara like a weirdo. Like some kind of creepy stalker. He's all in the back like,
Forearm is, wait a minute.
yeah. Oh, look.
And
Selena's like, I'll get you, Sin Cara. Make sure you can't win.
I didn't say his last name. Carraro?
Carrillo? Carrillo.
Every bit of the pick that we took her in NXT. Andrade.
Anyway, so we do have somebody else in chat. We got John Moxley. Probably not the real John Moxley,
What?
but John Moxley.
He doesn't
Hey,
wrestle
John
till
Moxley.
Wednesday. It's
Right?
fine. He's got time.
Said something about, damn it, the liberals are winning. And then he's like, I'm more of an NDP. And then, of course, Luke's like, what are you? What about the liberals? What's going on here? We don't want politics in the chat.
No
people.
politics in the chat room.
Religion or politics, that's a no-no. Harry says, The Last of Us is a game where you travel across America fighting zombies and hunters, and you have to protect a girl. It's a great game, and it is free this month if you have PS Plus for PlayStation.
Huh.
Cool beans.
I've got all the
Kinda
gaming
thought
systems.
Maybe it was, but I didn't know if it really was something like that. So, did you guys go and watch the new Zombieland movie that came out?
Yeah, did anybody watch Zombieland?
Yeah.
What was it called? The Double Tap?
Yeah. Anybody go see Zombieland?
It's part of the
Double Tap?
rules. Was that the first rule? I can't remember the first. No, it wasn't the first rule. It's like the fourth rule or something.
Yeah.
Double tap. Always do the double tap.
Luke says, sweet, since you said no optics, I can now remove political talk. It just gets people too riled up. I mean, if they want to go off and fight amongst themselves, that's great. But
It's just, I don't know. I don't even need to talk about what it is. Everybody knows what politics does.
right. And then we have somebody else in the chat. We have Salman, I'm guessing. Hi, Salman.
Salman?
Like, it's S-A-L-M-A-N. Salman? I'll say Salman.
If we're saying it wrong, just write it how you would pronounce it.
And he said that
And
the
it's good
movie
to see you
was
in here.
Yeah, it was nice for you to stop by. Thank you. And he's saying that that movie was cool.
Yeah.
And
Double tap.
always do the double tap.
Always double tap.
And then Luke says the new Zombieland was just okay in my opinion.
Yeah. A lot of those sequels are just okay, right? Have you seen the part 2 of It? It 2?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one, Luke?
Yeah.
Or has anybody else seen that one? I haven't seen
Right?
that one yet.
Anybody?
McKenna made me watch the first one.
I bet it was just exciting.
It was all right.
But, like, I really want red balloons now. The Fiend Bray Wyatt says, Wrestling Gab, be on the lookout for Tyler's sign. It says, I want Wyatt or I riot. Ooh,
there you go.
Okay, we'll look for it and see if we can see him in the audience, if they show anybody in the audience with the cameras.
And if you guys know me, it's my attention to detail that gets me every time.
Jonathan saying, look, New Bailey. I'm not sure. Are you saying, like, you like the look of the New Bailey?
Yeah, he likes the New Bailey's look.
Okay. I'm
Who
guessing that's
doesn't?
what you're saying.
Does anybody not like the New Bailey?
And Luke says, I love the new It movies.
Right.
And Salman
Okay.
is saying, can I ask you guys a question?
Absolutely.
Shoot. Go for it. And Walter's the giant
There's
Walter.
Walter.
He's here. Hey, dude.
He's like, it'll be around 9:20 p.m. Eastern.
Sweet. So
Pretty
you're
sure he's
almost right
late.
on time. You're like 2 minutes early.
Is it?
Job.
Is it 7:20?
Almost, yeah.
Good deal. So he is right when he said he was going to be here.
7:18.
Like a clock.
Like a clock. Like a glove.
All right. So right now we've got Andrade
Yeah.
and
Sin Cara.
Sin Cara.
Yeah,
Forgot.
with Humberto Carrillo in
Watching
the
in the background,
like
so
watching him
something-
like little stalker.
So something's coming up, like with those guys. Like,
Yeah, they probably have to put him together with Andrade. They're probably gonna have some big weird fight or something. It's gonna be silly.
is he a good guy? I don't know a lot about him. Did anybody know anything about Humberto? I mean, besides, like, he was in 205.
Right?
Are there anything else out there? Any
Walter is
information?
saying Sin Cara for the win, so
It'd be neat to see.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but we'll pretend it might.
You don't think Sin Cara can win a match?
I don't think he can win this one. Come on now, Andrade's gonna win.
The reason is because the witch on the outside.
I just was gonna say that Zelina Vega is the one that's gonna help him win. I didn't
Every
say
single
that-
time she'll get involved somehow, right?
So, Salman says, what do you think about Bailey's new attire? ATT, A-look attire.
I like it.
I think it looks better.
I like her haircut. I like the meaner version of her.
Yeah, me too.
Not a giant fan of Bailey anyways, personally, but that's just me. Like,
Yeah.
I dig her. Like,
I like
she's
the
fine.
look. I'm glad that they kind of made her the way they are.
I wish she wore different clothes, because she just wearing the same clothes. They're just different color.
Yeah, true. She wears the same type of outfit.
I would have liked to see her go with a full switch.
Yeah, that'd
Like,
be
come out
kinda
in something
nice.
just completely different.
Yeah.
Maybe ripped tank tops and
Her new
Blue
attitude
jeans.
is what he was saying. But
Yeah, I like
I
her
like the
attitude.
attitude of it. Yeah.
I definitely dig the attitude.
Right. Luke says, I also love the new Bailey look. So does my woman. LOL. I'm actually not sure who likes Bailey more. I don't know either.
I would have liked to see her in some like cut up pants and like a tank top that's all ripped up.
Right?
You know, like just kind of like John Moxley-ish, Dean Ambrose-ish.
Like a tight-fitting
But she could have a
wife beater
sport.
type.
Yeah, but
tank
she could have
top
something
and-
under it. Like,
Well,
so
of course.
she's not.
Whatever. No. I need to see her boobs come out. Of course she has to wear something under it.
Just a wife beater, that's it.
Yeah. Walter's saying that Bobby Lashley and Lana had dinner. Yes, they did.
Right, with Rusev as a special guest. He's on his way to the restaurant. They're probably going to just break in the middle of a match with that, too, I would assume.
Probably. Which one are they going to do that with? One that doesn't matter. It's not going to be this one because it seems to matter.
He blocked himself.
He did.
Usually don't see that.
No. Wow. He threw him around like a sack of
One,
potatoes.
two. Oh, Sin
Talking
Cara
about
kicks out.
potatoes, I have a big box of potatoes in my car.
Right. There's a box on the side of the couch.
We have lots of potatoes.
From Tony.
We have potatoes from Tony, and then I got some potatoes from work. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes.
We are in Idaho.
We're the
Free
gem
gifts.
state.
The next. No, just kidding.
We'll send you a potato.
We'll probably go to jail for sending food, right?
No.
Oh, no, you can do it in the United
If you're doing it in
States.
the United States, you won't. You weirdo. We can't promise that when it gets to you, it will be in good condition. But we can send you a potato.
Mashed potatoes.
if it rotted enough. Selman says, nah, I was broken when she attacked the Bailey buddy.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
That's-
That sucks.
With that weird axe thing, I was so worried she was going to end up losing control of that and it was going to hit a fan in the audience.
Pretty sure they made her practice a lot so she wouldn't.
I don't know. Those baseball players, they lose their bats sometimes. And if they can lose their bat and that's what they do for a living.
She was very careful.
Was she?
Yes.
I thought she was pretty erratic and it was scary.
She was not erratic. Maybe stabbing him like this, but not when she went like this and sliced at him.
It was heartbreaking to a lot of fans, I'm sure.
Yeah, there was a lot of kids that cried. According
That was
to
that
what
one
we saw.
kid.
Are we looking in the audience? We need to look for a sign.
Hey, I don't see any signs, so
I don't see
literally
any signs
there's
on
not
that
one
side.
sign.
I don't see a sign there.
They don't have another side, sweetie. They don't show
Oh, is
the
that
other
it?
side.
Look, there's
There's
a sign
OC.
for the OC.
There's a sign over there, but it's not up.
Oh.
gonna
Walter's
take-
letting us know the AEW beat NXT in ratings. True that.
They
true
did.
that.
Another week in a row.
Right. And then Solomon says, Walter saying Team Hogan will win next week. Solomon says, do you actually think that Bobby Lashley is sleeping with Lana? No, he's actually, I think, married for real. I don't think they're really sleeping together. And then he says, and that Rusev is the father of Maria's baby. No, she actually took
No,
that
she
back.
came out and said she retracted that.
She retracted that a while ago, so we know that that's for sure not real. Johnny Loser, Bailey, Bobby Lashley. Selma says Bailey equals the female Brock Lesnar and Sasha equals the female Paul Heyman. Fiend Bray Wyatt, sub at Walter, because they're saying hi to each other. And Harry said, did you see the yellow sign that said Fat Kid LMAO? I did not. I didn't see a fat kid. I want to see the sign that said yellow sign. What was the other sign, Tyler? What was his name?
Oh, with the Fiend?
Wyatt.
We want Wyatt or we riot.
Or I want Wyatt or I riot. That's right.
Zelina Vega's freaking out on the sidelines.
She's always freaking out. I don't even know why anybody would think she wouldn't.
She's having a hard time.
Right?
She's got a fiery little temper, doesn't she?
Yeah. That's normal, right?
Oh, God! He, like, bounced off the floor.
Ouch.
Tom's favorite
terrifying.
wrestler is Andrade.
That's mean.
He wants the Fiend to beat him up. And then the Fiend said okay, and then he's like, you promise? Like, he was all like, oh, it was pretty funny. I was
Yeah.
going back reading some of it.
Were you?
It was a
That's
few weeks
funny.
ago.
The Harry's, let's see, the yellow sign. Walter says.
Oh, here it is. Hurricane Rana.
Wow, she's in Hurricane Rana. Sin Cara. She's been doing that a lot lately.
She's so stinking athletic.
She is.
I did that. I'd land right on my neck and never walk again.
Walter's saying that the Street Profits will win. Well, you and Travis are on the same page.
I
for
picked
that
him to
one.
win no matter who their tag team partner is. Even if it's Liv Morgan.
So we know that Andrade is a winner, and he is, and he did. Andrade
Now,
won
is
that.
Alberto going to come down? Is he going to do anything? Is something going to happen here?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know these people.
Where are they going with this?
I don't know. Walter wants the Fiend to go get Seth later tonight. And the Fiend saying, wrestling, yeah, Bobby Lashley is married in real life. He's married to Crystal Lashley. Well, I thought he was married because I know Luke had mentioned it before,
It's
too.
part of the show. We don't need to
So
check that.
they're not really like,
It's fine though. It's fun for
having
the
an
show.
affair. But we're pretending.
Maybe they really are. You don't know what's really happening in people's lives.
I don't think they put on national TV. That's silly.
It just fits, right? Like, hey, let's pretend we're doing it.
right?
And they're really doing it. It's called a red herring.
That one says something for Raw.
Excuse me, Umberto.
Oh, he's
It's your
taller.
first night on Monday Night Raw, so I wanted to welcome you.
He's
But also,
handsome.
as a highly touted lucha libre prospect,
He has
what's
dimples
your
in his
reaction
face.
to
Yeah.
what we just saw?
Thanks, Charlie. Tengo mucho respeto por Sin Cara. I have a lot of respect for Sin Cara. When you face Andrade, you have to face Andrade and Selena at the same time. They are awesome. I think
He looks like a card. You know, like a playing card? You know, like a Joker or
That
whatever?
really can't be his wrestling outfit, is it? Because that would be really a pain in the butt to wrestle in. Harry says he looks like a Power Ranger.
I was thinking like a deck of cards like the Joker or a Prince.
Right.
Wait, what are they called? A jack?
Yeah.
What are they
A
called?
spade or whatever, yeah. Tonight, the burn it down stuff.
It goes king, queen,
Jack.
jack. Okay, he looks like a jack. As you can tell, I play cards a lot.
Maybe we should start playing more cards.
Is that happening soon?
What?
The Street Profits match? Is that going to
I
be
don't
like
know. They
well, it
just
can't
said
be the main
tonight.
event. Seth Rollins is going to come out at the very last segment,
Right.
and they're going to end this without a match.
Harry says, I guess you could say she has a short temper.
Right? Since she's got like some, what are those shoes called? High tops on, but they go up to her knees.
Yeah.
They're just high tops.
And Jonathan saying,
That's
I
funnier
like
if you
in
listen.
new.
You what?
In new. Her high tops go to her knees.
Because she's so short.
Because she's so short.
All right, what did Jonathan say?
I like in new. I'm not sure what. Bailey, he likes the new look, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Good.
Well, I like the new Bailey look. Who doesn't like the new Bailey look?
Some
Well,
people.
some people get upset, but I bet you they're going to end up liking it. They're going to end up falling for her.
Yeah. Salmon's asking, hey guys, according to you, what team do you think will win in Crown Jewel? He is #Team Rick.
Oh, out of Ric and Flair. Me too. I think it's going to be
Considering that Hogan had to replace one of his guys with another pussy, and then he has two people he has to find still.
He's not
but
a
we don't know
pussy.
who they are.
Roman Reigns is not a pussy.
Yes, he is.
Just because you don't like him doesn't mean that the world agrees. I bet you there's nobody out there that agrees with you.
I'm sure they don't. And that's okay. I have a
Well,
right to
I
my
know.
own opinion about
Which
it.
is fine, but
Harry
you don't.
says, I'm becoming Baron Corbin. Oh, no. Because he looks like a Power Ranger. And then he said, change your name to Shorty Vega.
Shorty Vega. Now it's just
Someone
Shorty
says
V.
Hogan's team is full, though. Okay, do you know who the other two people are?
For Hogan?
Uh-huh.
I could tell you Hogan's team.
Oh, did he say who it was?
We watched it last week.
Oh, are those the people that he picked for the last two?
And Roman Reigns took Seth Rollins' spot.
Oh, okay. So he has Ali, Ricochet,
Rusev,
Roman Reigns, and who's,
then whoever that other one was that they showed, it was
who's the
another
fat guy?
cruiserweight type guy. It's not Buddy Murphy. That's who I was thinking it was, though. Anyways, who's the fifth member for Hogan that we're missing there?
Yeah.
I have it written down somewhere.
Shorty G.
Oh, it is Shorty G.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks,
Yeah,
Solomon.
it's Shorty G. I knew that one.
Luke says, to be fair, WWE actually aired the whole thing between Matt Hardy, Edge, and Lita, and she actually cheated on Matt with Edge in real life. So the WWE is definitely capable of airing dirty laundry.
Right?
True that.
Fact.
Fact.
Yeah, I could
So
see that
much
happening.
fact.
I mean, not with. I don't think Bobby's gonna cheat on his wife.
No.
Bobby's like a former Marine. I'm pretty sure he's like super high in morale.
I would hope so.
But anybody can slip. Anybody can mess
Right.
up.
Glenn Hunt says Randy Orton stay in WWE, did not go to AEW. Nope. He didn't.
So-
He stayed.
Well, it's not over yet, right? So his contract is up this summer. So obviously in 2020, the summer 2020. So we've got a few months to find out what he's doing. But he took a picture. I don't know if you've seen this. He took a picture next to a sign that said something, but it said Elite on it.
Oh.
And he's like this.
Like-
And he took a selfie with Elite. You know, All Elite Wrestling, AEW.
Oh.
And he just posted it yesterday.
Oh.
But his contract's not up for 6 or 7 months.
Sure.
So is he doing it to say that he might go there? Or is he doing it to say that he wants more money to stay in WWE?
I think he's saying he's elite.
Or is he saying he's elite?
I'm saying he's elite.
Like,
Street
We need a
Profits.
red Solo Cup.
all full of jealousy, up in their feelings.
Who's going to be their partner? We're going to listen in to Ford Dawson.
His surfer hair.
Soccer mom, dude.
All three of them throwing up 90 symbols.
Too sweet.
Talking about they some mother lovers.
Hey, that's funny. Hey, OC. Mothers love us more.
Oh, that's not very nice.
And they're gonna love this more because tonight, for the first time in history, the Street Profits. Oh my God, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins are main eventing Monday Night Raw.
Oh, they're main eventing it.
That's what I was saying. Are they gonna main event it?
Ah, interesting.
Wait a minute, by the way, did you find somebody for us to even the eyes up with the OC later?
It's gonna be Braun Strowman. It's not gonna be Braun because he's got a match.
Right?
I know, like, what about, woo! Ric Flair!
Nice job, buddy. He's already out to the after party, fam.
What about,
5 times. 5 times.
Still waiting on him to don me as the Dark Knight.
what about, Kurt Angle?
Fam, chill.
Naming all these legends.
What you know is this guy doesn't like AJ Styles, and he's just like us.
Okay. We know
You
it
gotta
is.
hit
Cedric
him with the
Alexander.
catchphrase, bruh.
Well, how about that OC? Just like the catchphrase says, we want smoke.
We want smoke.
Hey, that's illegal in Cleveland.
It is.
Look, it's the 24/7. It's our truth. He's hiding behind some stuff. And he doesn't have Carmella to help him anymore, so now what? Who's going to be his little helper son?
He doesn't need one.
He doesn't?
How are they keeping this belt around if it can't be on SmackDown?
They've got the Home Depot buckets everywhere.
Yeah, they use them for wiring and like plugs and stuff.
But they said Home Depot. Oh, here's my Home Depot.
Would you like them to have a Lowe's bucket?
It's blue.
It's raw. It's orange.
Whoa, hey, yo, I know what you're thinking, but today is the 25th day of the 48/24/7 hour. I'm one of the Bollywood boys. I'm a huge movie star in India. I'm an actor. I'm a singer. I'll sing you a Bollywood song. Boli si surat. Action! Action! Get up!
Oh, God.
Oh, one of the Singh brothers is the new 24/7 champion.
Oh.
Either I'm seeing double, or there was two of them.
R-Truth.
Congratulations to the
Who doesn't like R-Truth? Seriously.
And Jonathan's saying weird stuff, and Luke is asking if Jonathan is okay. And I don't blame you, Luke. I'd ask him if he's okay,
What's he
too.
saying?
Bailey, yes, you love. Bailey, come back, Jonathan Blazer.
So is it?
Jonathan's feeling.
Is Jonathan Tom? I'm teasing.
His other alter ego?
Right.
No, because Tom's obsessed with Charlotte now.
I know, but maybe.
Solomon says, woo, and the Fiend Bray Wyatt wrestling guy. I am going Seth hunting right now. He will pay for destroying my Firefly Fun House. Plus, did you know when you saw the flames, you can see my mask in the flames? Ooh.
That's cool.
I didn't really look for it, so no. And
From
Luke
last
says
week.
Booker T just got announced today to be part of KC Comic Con in March. Oh, sweet!
That's cool.
And that's what Luke is going to. He's going to go to Comic Con. And Walter says he's going. He came in and he's leaving. Oh, okay. We'll see you, Walter. Thanks for coming back. Hopefully we'll see you Wednesday. And if not, we'll see you Friday.
For All Elite Wrestling. Dynamite. Dynamite.
And Solomon says, hey, who remembers our truth friend Jimmy? I do all the
Lil
time.
Jimmy. She talks about it all the time.
I was asked if they're going to bring him back.
I talk to people about it. Nobody remembers them. I'm like, weren't you watching wrestling? It's like, Lil Jimmy. Like, we don't know what you're talking about.
And Walter said, yes, Wednesday. Sweet.
All right.
Nice. We'll see you Wednesday.
For All Elite. That's that tag team tournament. Who's going to win that one? I have to
I
find
don't know.
my...
The largest tag team turmoil match to determine the World Cup for the best tag team in the world. 1 week from Thursday.
In the world.
It's a lot of people.
Right? There. Now I have it written down. I knew I had it somewhere, right?
All the people.
So Glorious Show-Offs, the Revival, the New Day. Now, is the New Day still going to be in it? Is Kofi replacing Xavier, and they're just going to keep it?
Oh yeah, if Xavier has
Xavier's
a hurt
hurt. He's done for at least a month.
Well,
If it's a sprained Achilles, it's a month minimum. Right.
Minimum. Yes.
Minimum. Viking Raiders, Heavy Machinery, Lucha House Party, the OC, the B Team, Zack Ryder, and Kurt Hawkins.
Talking about the Viking Raiders, that's what's coming down right now.
Right.
The Viking Raiders.
So we're missing one tag team. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the AOP?
Maybe.
No, I don't know if they like.
Are they
The Middle East. No, I think one of them's from Turkey.
Oh, okay.
And I don't
Some
think
of them
that's
don't
going to
like each
happen.
other.
No, that's what I was just going to say. There's a bunch of racism. It's not racism. What's that called when you don't like another person's country?
I don't know.
Anyways, they don't like other countries in the Middle East all the time.
You're not my friend. I don't like you.
This is when they won the title last Monday. They've only been champions for, what, 7 days now?
So,
Are they going to
Luke
lose their
asked
title?
Jonathan if he was okay. Jonathan said no. And Luke's saying, Jonathan, are you suffering from multiple personalities? Right. Salman says, I hope they bring him back. So he wants Jimmy back.
Right? Well, he needs somebody with him.
I know, that's what I was saying.
And so if it's little Jimmy, that'll work.
Yeah?
That would be funny shit. Like, what do you mean he's behind me? Oh, and there's somebody there? Like, that would just be funny. They could play that pretty good.
Right.
So who is wrestling the Viking Raiders? Are they going to go back to the fire departments and the police stations, or are they going to start wrestling real opponents? Because they beat the Glorious Show-Offs before the Glorious Show-Offs went over to SmackDown. Mm-hmm. So who is it going to be? Who?
I don't know.
All right, so what are we talking about? What do we got on here? Anything?
No, nothing.
There's nothing going on?
Nope. Luke's just telling Jonathan that his comments are cluttering the chat.
Oh.
Because they're silly.
That's fine. We can clutter it up. Need as many in there as we can get, right?
No, don't say that, because then they'll start doing weird stuff. Oh, wait, it's already weird.
Right. Ask us questions so we can fill commercials.
Thor must be doing something. He got his game and he's like, I'm going home and playing my game.
Well, yeah, he's probably driving. Like,
aren't people supposed to like drive and watch our show at the same time? I'm just kidding.
Hello.
Don't do that.
What was your last words?
Glenn,
They text us.
Glenn Hunt said, WWE Crown Jewel next Thursday at 1 p.m. WWE Network going to watch stream.
Yes.
Yes.
We will be doing it here.
Live. We will. I think somebody else asked that.
We're going to be all dressed up and for All Hallows Eve. Be all sorts of having fun.
Oh, Jonathan heard that. Good deal, buddy.
Heard what?
I don't know. Whatever we were saying earlier.
Ooh.
Making some sense, huh? We get it. You like Bailey. You love her so much. You want to be her. I don't know.
He doesn't want to be Bailey. He wants to be with Bailey. We got Team Flair, Team Hogan. We got Roman Reigns. He's going to be on the Team Hogan match, so that's not going to be there. Strowman and Tyson Fury. Cesaro and Mansoor. That should be interesting because Mansoor's a local guy.
Oh, okay.
Saudi. He's actually from there.
Oh.
Cain Velasquez, Brock Lesnar. We got the tag team match, the big tournament with the Glorious Show-Offs, the Revival, the New Day. Question mark. Xavier Woods, torn Achilles maybe just a sprained Achilles, but either way, it's an Achilles injury. He's not wrestling next Thursday.
No, not at all. There's no way.
That's just not happening. So will Kofi just take his place since Kofi isn't in any sort of,
he's not doing anything
championship
else,
run or anything? We got Viking Raiders, we got Heavy Machinery, Lucha House Party, the OC, the B Team, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins. So we're missing a tag team, possibly 2 if the New Day withdraws.
Right.
And then that's all we've got right now, right?
Yes.
You sure?
For the tag teams? Yeah.
No, just for the whole show.
Oh
no, we got Bray.
Else.
We got Bray
versus
Seth.
And then you need to change your Hogan thing.
I know, I will.
From other stuff. And Luke says, I have a question.
Oh, there's the questions.
Okay, so
Dave.
his question is, you get 1 mixed tag team and can pick one male and female from anyone. Who do you pick?
So I just have to pick a team that's going to represent me, basically.
Yeah, you get one mixed tag team, and you can pick one male and one female from anyone. Who do you pick?
I pick Tessa Blanchard and Braun Strowman.
Okay, that's his answers.
But it probably should be Bray in there, but...
You're funny. You're like, oh my god, I really want Bray in there and everything. Salman also asked, Tyson versus Strowman, who's the stronger one and who is going to win?
The stronger one's Braun. I mean, that's hands down. But Tyson's going to win.
Yeah, they don't want to make him look weird in front of everybody. You know, those kinds
Zack
of
Ryder,
people.
Kurt Hawkins.
No need for labels. The WWE Universe might call us underdogs.
Woo, woo, woo.
We call ourselves grateful for this opportunity. That's right. Tonight, this is a...
They won the titles at WrestleMania just a few short months ago.
They did.
And people are already overlooking them.
For us, okay? And we're going to string together a couple huge victories. And people are going to stop calling us underdogs and start calling us winners.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, don't be weird.
I wonder if we'll get some pyro tonight.
Luke said, I would pick Aleister Black and Tony Storm, but my second team, in case of injury, LOL, would be Bray Wyatt and Liv Morgan, because their styles of wrestling are both so different and good. Nice.
Yep.
And then Will is in our chat. Hey, Will Tonser,
Hey, Will.
nice to see you. And he says, it's a given at this point. They intend to push Lacey Evans. Who would you think would highlight her skills and make her look more competitive?
Well, if Ruby Riott was around, I would say Ruby Riott, but she's not around right now.
Right?
So, I mean, Natalia's the best one they got for that, but they just did that. And they didn't even make it a big deal. So to make it a big deal, it has to be one of the main 4 women, or 5 women, I guess, which would be Becky, Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, or Alexa.
Yeah.
But Alexa and Lacey Evans, I just don't see that working. And they tried it with Charlotte. That's a hard one. Ember Moon would be good if she's not injured.
Yeah, Luke is saying Carmella.
Carmella could be fun. Naomi could be really fun there. If
He
they
says,
could.
I think Lacey would be best be used against Carmella because Carmella has proven she's good at mic work and ring work. Plus, Carmella has been around long enough to be a good mentor.
Right.
True that, true that.
Yeah, and like I was thinking Natalia, but Natalia's not that great on the mic.
No.
And then they just did it, and they just underplayed it like it was like an undercard thing. And I think it's just because they don't care much for Natalia. Like they don't push her very hard at all. And it could be her age since she's 38.
Right? It could. Definitely could be. So who are they against? Zack Ryder and what's his
Kurt
name?
Hawkins.
Zack Ryder.
And this one's Zack Ryder here. Woo, woo, woo. Now Kurt Hawkins is in. And Eric's in the ring with both members of, what would you call them?
The Viking Raiders?
No, the other one. I know what the Viking Raiders name is.
I don't know what you would call the other tag team.
Taking place at Crown Jewel. Who will win the World Cup? Become the best tag team in the world. I mean, I know Zack Ryder and Hawkins.
Let's see.
Hard to argue against Viking Raiders. Absolutely.
All right, so right now we've got Zack Ryder. No, Kurt Hawkins is tagged in.
Harry said, you know it, so I'm not sure what you know, but somebody knows something. And the Fiend Bray Wyatt said, what female would you have me team up with in a mixed tag team match?
There's so many good ones, but I Liv Morgan right now just because that's what everybody's playing up. But I would like to see with Alexa Bliss, but Alexa Bliss being darker.
Right. And then Salman says, woo, 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 you know it.
Right.
And then Glenn Hunt says, Halloween Black Panther. Are you being the Black Panther?
The Black Panther for Halloween, the
Right?
Maverick. What is that called? The comic books, the M1. Marvel.
Yeah. And Luke says, the Fiend, Liv Morgan, because your styles would blend so well. And Jonathan Blazier says, who is April and I don't me?
Who's April?
Yeah, are you talking about the person we mentioned earlier?
Did we mention mention somebody named
I
April?
know, we talked about your sister.
Yeah, but I don't think we said names. But now everybody knows my sister's name. Thanks. Throwing it out there like it ain't no thing. Just kidding.
Is she going to be upset?
Nobody cares. Look at him pick his own dude up. That's 300 plus
Well,
pounds.
says, Becky doesn't make anyone look good except herself. I was thinking Sasha would be good. Salmon says, I am sorry for annoying you with questions, but if the
keep
Shield
'em
were
coming.
to unite, who, in your opinion, would replace John and Dean? John Moxley or Dean?
Dean Ambrose, same guy.
Dean Ambrose.
Who would it be? Maybe Adam Cole down in NXT or over in NXT. Might do pretty well with those guys since he's kind of unknown
Yeah.
for the mainstream people.
Wow, the Viking Raiders won.
They just ran right through them.
They did.
Kurt Hawkins gets pinned again. What is that, like the 800th time in 2 years?
Well, that's why he's a loser, not a winner. Even though he wants to be a winner, but he doesn't.
He won at WrestleMania to end his streak.
Right? And now
Although it
he's
was a
losing
tag
again.
team streak. So I don't know what his singles streak, like if he'll ever win a match as a singles wrestler.
No.
Maybe he'll go over to AEW and be their champion.
Right? Luke says, what do you mean? Becky has had great matches as champion. But people just love to rage against the machine. Everyone wanted Becky, they got her, and then went all hating on Becky.
There's no way I could ever hate on Becky. Beck's perfect for wrestling. She's the perfect champion.
Right?
Like, she could hold that belt for 500 days and I'd be okay
Right.
with it.
I'm fine with Becky being the champion. I have no problems with Becky wrestling and stuff like that. I
Big
like her style
attitude,
and everything that she does.
Good on the mic.
Right? I
good
mean,
in the
she
ring.
can talk really well and stuff. I just don't like her voice. I don't know what it is about her voice, but it grates on my nerves like no other for some reason.
I wonder
Kinda
if they're
like
going to
Seth.
give...
Every time he talks, I just want to like stuff a sock in his mouth and then duct tape his head.
You know they're together, so if you went to dinner with the two of them, they'd both talk.
I know. That's all they do. Is
Oh,
talk.
here it is.
Oh, here.
Excuse me, folks. I'm going to have to respectfully ask you to leave. I don't want any trouble. The meal will be on me. But I had heard that your husband may be coming here tonight. I don't want any trouble.
Rusev? Listen, Rusev doesn't have the balls to come here and do anything.
Yeah, we don't need a fight in a restaurant.
If he comes, we deal with it.
If he comes, we deal with it.
That's funny.
Like, we're not leaving.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, and why is Ray on Monday Night Raw?
I don't know.
That's the question that I have. Because the whole thing building up, I mean, he might have been drafted there. I don't know where he got drafted. But that's not the question. The question is why is he there? Because the whole build-up is between Cain Velasquez and Brock. But that's
Right.
all happening on SmackDown.
Right.
So why is this on Raw?
I don't know anything about it. Nothing. Harry says in Zach's theme it says woo woo woo, you know it. But Travis only said woo woo woo, so I tried to finish it.
Oh.
Woo woo woo, you know it.
You
No,
know
the
it.
reason why is because he would come out and he'd just say woo woo woo.
Right before he would do his kick.
He
in the
never
corner.
said you know it after that. That was part of his move. Like that's what he did.
Right, we don't.
Just letting you know.
He would take the guy's head and put it on the turnbuckle, and then he'd go to the other side and woo, 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 and then he'd run and kick him.
Yeah. It was like part of his move, so that's why he says it like that.
But yeah, but his entrance is woo, 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 you know it.
Yeah. And Solomon says, I agree with Luke. Becky had awesome matches. Glenn Hunt says, Halloween Black Panther. Yeah, good. You're going to be the Black Panther for Halloween.
Nice.
I'm not going to be the Black Panther for Halloween.
Be the Black Panther.
It would be offensive to everybody.
If you were the Black, because of a woman.
Among other things. We will stick with the obvious. The Fiend Bray Wyatt says, who will win, Brothers of Destruction or the Viking Raiders?
Interesting.
That's half the fun of a new house. Seeing what people
Viking
like.
Raiders.
Solomon says it would be the Brothers of Destruction. Of course. Solomon
Well,
said
do you know who
Rusev-
that is?
No.
It's Kane and the Undertaker.
Oh yeah, okay. They're old, so yeah, no. Solomon says Rusev versus Lashley in a restaurant would be really cool.
Oh, it's gonna happen. You're seeing it tonight
Rusev's gonna go beat up Bobby Lashley.
at Taco Bell.
Will says, Luke, honestly not hating on Becky. She has the problem The Rock had. They win verbally, but you and then you leave you in the undercard. It's great she wins and she looks good, but loses comp that way. Okay. Does that make sense?
Makes a little bit of sense.
Okay. As long as it makes sense to you guys, that's good. I'm good with that. Solomon says, well, Brock assaulted Ray's son.
Yes.
Solomon says, it doesn't matter what you think. And Harry says, yeah, I never seen Zach wrestle, but I have jammed out to his theme. Oh, yeah, back in the day, like, I couldn't even tell you how many years ago it was, but when it was just himself, Zack Ryder, and we have a buddy who's actually was a huge fan of him during that time. I mean, huge fan. And I'm not being mean. He was just a really big fan of Zack Ryder. And, every time he came into the ring, everybody, woo, woo, woo. So it's become a theme.
Yeah, so every time I see him, I say it. Even if he leaves and goes somewhere else, I'll still say woo woo. Which the fans will too, right?
Harry is asking Jonathan what he's on and where can I get some. I think he's on Bailey, and you probably shouldn't get any of that.
Maybe he's not from America or something. Like, it's fine. Oh, I guess it isn't Taco Bell. I thought they were at Taco Bell.
Why would they be at Taco Bell?
It's an exclusive Taco Bell restaurant.
Really? I don't know.
Oh, here he comes. Now here comes the trouble that he didn't want.
Oh my God,
So they're fighting. Dishes are falling in the background for no reason. Hear it?
Like the cops are there.
It's like the worst police force ever. He just kicked him in the shin.
Like, so my question is how the cops get there so fast?
Maybe they just knew he was coming and they had a unit outside. 2 units, because obviously there's 4 cops. They would both go to jail.
Yeah. Maybe they will.
He just looks like a sore loser, Rusev.
Yeah.
Like, he's just causing scenes. That's not going to get her back. So now she's using her Russian accent a little bit. She's like, doesn't use it, and then she uses it. I get it that she's trying to phase it out.
Right.
But maybe she should just get rid of it.
Well, she just got really upset, so she had to use it.
Here comes Ray Ray. He killed a guy.
That's right.
We don't let him live it down here at Wrestling Gab.
We don't, poor guy.
His arm's still in a sling. Is that his excuse for not being able to protect his son?
Yeah, sure.
Love to see the pyro back. It's funny, I've only been watching for 2 hours and I just noticed the first firework.
I don't know if they played him a lot for some of the
It's
other
my
guys.
attention to detail. All right, we're starting hour 3. This is the go home hour.
Oh, okay. I'm going. Bye. It's the go home hour.
Isn't it? Isn't it 8?
Yeah, it's the go home hour.
Yeah, that's the go home hour. Like the take it home to the end
Right?
hour.
All right.
We already got some main events planned for this evening, right? We got the Street Profits and the OC with a surprise. Now, is it going to be a surprise wrestler that's in their corner as a 6-man tag team, or is it just a guy that's going to be in their corner?
I don't know. Let's see. The Fiend Bray Wyatt said, you are getting a mandible claw for saying the wrong answer.
Oh, for me?
I guess.
Because I said Alexa.
Right? Harry said...
Nobody likes Alexa but me.
Luke says, Jonathan, are you writing fanfic about you and Bailey in the chat, right? Luke says, but the issue is if they bury people, it's because they are told to. Is irrigiously doubt. I really doubt most people who buy talent don't actually want to, but as stated, it's their job and if told to do it. Yeah. And Luke says, so I can't stand this whole bury thing. If someone is buried, it's because WWE decided to do it. Yeah, and basically, and I hate to say it this way, but they basically own them.
I look at it like this. You're only buried if they don't use you. It's okay to lose.
Right.
Like, they make it look like if a guy loses one match, they're done.
Right.
Oh, they're burying him. And it's like,
how sometimes WWE pulls it off, too.
well, they should have people win and lose all the time, and then it doesn't matter.
Right.
But what they try to do is make everybody immortal, right? Like, Seth Rollins can't lose. If he loses, oh my gosh. Right? That's what they keep doing.
Someone says, I saw the look on Travis's face. I was quoting Becky Lynch. It doesn't matter what you think.
It doesn't matter what you think. Is it just me or does Ray look like he has Down syndrome? And with that mask on?
I should laugh. Why am I laughing about that? But it's funny. For having such a bad arm, he's using it for the mic.
My family has experienced even before what Brock Lesnar did to me.
Why are we doing this? I don't want to listen to him.
Why? Maybe you should listen and then find out what he's saying.
I don't want to listen
thinking
to
about
his
retiring.
Oh, God.
It's going to build up the fight between him and his son.
No.
Because he didn't show any love to his son. He let his son get beat right in front of him.
So much to be thankful. Your love has
His son's going to come out and say,
I'm honored
you're acting like you're
for the
12.
love that you showed me and my entire family. That's why I want to tell you here personally, straight from my heart, you guys are my family.
See? You're his family.
No, I'm not.
And you're mean to him.
I am not his family.
Say he has Down syndrome and...
I didn't see that. You're the one that
Check
said
the tape.
Which
laughed.
is why
I did.
Guilty.
Because you said it.
Guilty.
You said it.
Look at him.
Doesn't he look like a Down syndrome with his mask on? Quote unquote Travis Collins.
Wins the
Hello.
WWE title at Crown Jewel.
Throwing it out there.
Another scar on the face of that bastard Brock Lesnar.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
My name is Paul Heyman. Of course you already know that. And there he is. Mi buen amigo. Mi hermano. Rey Mysterio. Papá, ¿cómo está? Ray, we have a little bit of a misunderstanding here. Would you really speak these words with the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE heavyweight champion of the world?
He says I just
my
can't.
Client,
Oh,
Brock
I guess I
Lesnar,
shouldn't talk
will
while
ride
he's
in
talking.
Cleveland this
Right.
evening.
Rude. Talk right over people.
I will, because I don't want to listen to it.
It's the best part of wrestling.
Can't be live at Monday Night Raw. Brock Lesnar has been drafted to Friday Night SmackDown. Of course, I can't be drafted anywhere. I'm just merely a humble advocate here to deliver a message to you.
Oh, how sweet.
Is that Rey Mysterio, you're just like everybody else. You live in this perceptual prison that has sentenced you to the misbelief that there's a man on the face of this planet that can handle Brock Lesnar. And the man that you've picked is your son Dominic's godfather, Cain Velasquez. The very same Cain Velasquez who 9 years ago defeated Brock Lesnar for the UFC title, beat, bloodied, victimized, and scarred up Brock Lesnar. And you think it's going to happen again at Crown Jewel.
Mintumbo.
Here's why. Every single solitary morning for the past 9 years, when Brock Lesnar goes and looks at his own face in the mirror, he sees the scar that has been carved into his face and his soul by Cain Velasquez.
Great.
And for every single solitary day of those 9 years, Brock Lesnar has been salivating like a beast lusting for revenge. That revenge comes.
Paul Heyman addressing the crowd.
At Crown Jewel.
No, he's addressing Rey Mysterio.
Slash the crowd.
Up Cain Velasquez on a silver platter like dinner to my beast. You better get this into your thick head!
No! You get this through your big, thick head. Tú le dices a ese cabrón que Cain Velasquez le va a partir toda su madre.
Yeah.
What he said.
Here comes Sheldon Benjamin.
Wait. Hold up. I need to get something through my head. So you mean to tell me you and your son get annihilated by the beast, and your buddy Cain Velasquez, he just waltzes in here to defend you because you can't defend yourself?
No.
Or your son.
It doesn't work that way, Sheldon.
He gets a WWE Championship opportunity just for that?
Doesn't work that way, Sheldon. This is a family thing.
It's a family thing. Okay.
All right, get Sheldon Benjamin coming down to the ring now. Look how big he is.
For you, Ray. Mm-hmm. I got a buddy too.
Uh-oh. Is it little
My
Jimmy?
buddy is the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
His buddy's the Beast. That's awesome.
I room with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is my family. And aside from Paul Heyman, there is no one in the WWE that knows Brock Lesnar better than me.
So you got this all twisted, man.
No. I think I got it figured out. I think I got it all figured out. You see, I'm going to test a theory. I'm going to see what happens if I push you around. Oh, come on.
Come on.
Is that my alarm going
Isn't that
off?
how it works?
The scorpions played in the background. I thought I shut that drawer.
You let me get better.
That's a U.S. title, huh?
Let me get.
How about that?
You let me get better. So is Son gonna come down and defend him?
I think his son's still in the hospital. I mean, if his arm's still in a sling. Yeah, where's
Kane gonna come down?
Velasquez?
What's gonna happen here?
Is he gonna be?
Is Ray gonna fight him with one arm?
Where's your buddy now, Ray? Where's Al Pacino?
Is that it?
There he is.
There? Is he coming down? Is this his
Kane
new thing?
Velasquez.
Oh, the joy.
Not good.
Huh? What? It's joyful. It brings joy.
Here he comes. Kane Velasquez. This is going to be his first time he's touched somebody besides Brock.
Ew, gross. That's nasty. Don't lick my pants.
Notice how he has a shirt on this time. Heard a lot that Vince was not happy at all with what he looked like. Is he going for that knee?
I don't know what he's doing. Marcus, go lay down, buddy. I love you. Go lay down, weirdo.
Right to his head. Right to blows to the head. I don't think this is going to work for WWE.
I'm already disappointed. I don't want to watch it.
Well, there's Kane Velasquez. What do you guys think? I know it's his first time in there.
El Stupido.
Definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about that. Obviously, it's his first time being here. So
The WWE Universe
like, oh, okay, we'll have Shelton Benjamin come down, and
He's
then
got-
we'll have him talk out of his
He's got
butt.
2 weeks to get better before he wrestles Brock. Little less than 2 weeks.
We'll lay down.
But he's going to have to come with more than that.
You think?
I don't know. What do you guys think at home? I want to hear this for sure. Does anybody say anything about it?
No. Let's see. Luke had gone back to that Barry talk. I just can't stand this Barry talk. Triple H, Cena, Taker, Roman, Charlotte, and Becky are all accused of having a golden shovel and burying talent. It's because the bosses told them to. And he said, sorry for typos. I'm really having trouble typing tonight.
Please welcome my guest.
There's Charlie.
Defending his title next week at that same event. The Universal Champion, Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Not him.
Seth, it seems that the Fiend Bray Wyatt has really pushed you to limits we never thought you'd go to. I mean, really, it seems like the Fiend has gotten into your head.
The Fiend has gotten inside my head. The Fiend has gotten inside my head. You know what? Maybe the Fiend has gotten inside my head.
Say it one more time.
Maybe I've gotten inside his head. I mean, I did find my way inside.
Let's play a
the
drinking
Firefly
game.
Fun
How
House,
many
did I
times
not?
can Seth say head?
Let me tell you something about Bray Wyatt. Let me tell you something about the Fiend. He's different. There's an aura
Watching
about him
Monday
that
Night Raw
I just can't explain.
on Wrestling Gab.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
It is exciting. We're
And
getting
once
to
you
listen to
step inside
Seth
the ring
Rollins
of the
again. I
Fiend,
mean, that's
Seth
what we get to
freaking
do.
Rollins.
I love hearing
You
him
changed.
talk.
The come home hour. We've got, what, about 50 minutes left?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Hold on, one sec.
What's
I
happening?
don't know.
Fiend said he was looking for him.
CM Punk. Humberto
Again, I
Carrillo.
heard what you said earlier. And you know what? I did burn down the Firefly Fun House. It's not something I wanted to do, but it's something that I needed to do. And that's one thing you got to understand about being a champion. It's not always about making the decisions that are popular that everyone likes. It's about making the decisions that are right. I burned down the Fun House, and I would do it again. Look, I heard you
Nobody
say
burnt down Mr. Rogers stuff.
you want to be champ
Right?
one day.
Never.
Well, I admire that. So as the
A
Universal
lot of talking
Champion,
going
let me
on. We
say,
need to get
I
back
don't
to
like
wrestling.
welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Oh, Seth.
How about
A match.
you have your first match on Raw against the Universal Champion
It's a nice shot, buddy.
tonight,
Right now.
right now?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that was coming.
Oh my
Good
God, so amazing. He's like, I'm so happy. You made
Well,
my
good for
life."
him.
Yay.
It's a good
Solomon
one.
said he was a Heyman guy. Is it just me or does Paul Heyman look really old? And Luke said he's aged since being in charge of Raw because he argues with Vince all the time.
Oh, I'm sure he has to argue with Splink.
And Solomon said, yeah, true.
Shoot,
they
Paulie
talked about-
Dangerously was in his 30s in the 80s.
Right?
So, I mean, he's
They
old
talked
guy.
they talked about Cain Velasquez. There he is. Dude's huge. And then Thor is back. And he said, sorry, I've been busy setting up, but I got a question for you guys.
There you are.
And he says, I do like Kane. He's got potential. The Fiend Bray Wyatt says, Seth has never got inside my head. And Solomon says, he never forgets. Solomon says, hey, question. Did you really like how the match between Seth and Bray ended at Hell in a Cell? Because I hated it.
No, nobody liked that.
It was stupid. And then they pretended it didn't even exist for a long time, and now all of a sudden they're like, and it existed, and let's give you all the details. And we're going to play with this and do this, blah, blah, blah. And King Cash wanted to know if Rusev went to the restaurant. Yes, he did.
He did. He showed up. The
Attacked
police showed
Bobby
up
Lashley,
and
the
separated it.
police. They kind of look like security guards.
They had 4 police officers there who broke it up.
More so than actual police, but they could have been real police, I guess. I don't know what the police look like in Cleveland.
Who knows? But yeah, they did show up.
Yep.
Rusev showed up. The restaurant owner asked him to, or at least the manager asked him to leave, and
Yep. So
Bobby
he wouldn't have
Lashley
any
told
trouble.
him no.
Yep.
And then, anyways, he shows up shortly thereafter, probably maybe 15 minutes later.
Yep.
He showed up and knocked over everybody's food, just caused a ruckus
Yeah.
for no reason.
No reason. Just being silly.
Should have just waited outside for him.
Mm-hmm. So, Thor's question is, so you go to lunch to Burger King, McDonald's, a taco truck, Wendy's, and KFC. Who's the superstar that is going to for everyone? It's got to be one superstar different for each. Okay, so you go to lunch to Burger King,
Corbin.
McDonald's, taco truck, Wendy's, and KFC. Okay. Burger King, you're saying King Corbin?
Right.
Okay. All right. McDonald's? Or taco truck or Wendy's or KFC?
Hulk Hogan for the McDonald's.
Okay.
He's the best, right? And then, what was the next one?
A taco truck, Wendy's, KFC.
The Rock for a taco truck. Because you can smell what it's cooking.
Okay.
What's...
Wendy's or KFC?
Chicken. Who would do chicken? Oh, Dolph Ziggler for chicken because he was the chicken guy. Remember?
Colonel.
Yeah, the Colonel.
the
He
Colonel.
did the Colonel. And then who was the Wendy's?
Wendy's.
Who doesn't cut corners? John Cena. He doesn't cut corners.
Okay.
That's it. Go ahead. You can read that back.
All right. So the people who would take to lunch would be for Burger King, it would be King Corbin. McDonald's would be Hulk Hogan. A taco truck would be The Rock. Wendy's would be John Cena. And KFC would be Dolph Ziggler. And they've got the Cleveland Browns hanging out in WWE
He's
wrestling.
got Big Papa Pump's headgear on. See the chain mail?
Uh-huh.
When they get to the end. See?
Uh-huh.
Scott Steiner. That's pretty cool.
Cute.
So who would I take to dinner, Erla? I thought it was.
So
Who would work there?
you go to lunch to Burger King.
I thought it was.
Who's the superstar that is going with you?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's fine. I'll keep it the same though.
Isn't that who you would take with you? They don't work there. You
Right,
take
that's
them
who I
with
thought was working there.
you. Oh.
So I was trying to eat the Rock for the taco because you can smell what it's cooking. That's where I was
Wait, you
going.
want to eat at a taco truck with him?
Sure. I mean, it's fine.
This is the grand opening parade last week in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they're.
Riyadh season. Riyadh.
Yeah. Remember I
They
told
have
you
the Undertaker on their thing.
Yeah.
And
with a belt.
cute. And he's there.
Yeah, he's really there.
Wonder how that's working out.
I'm sure his bank's going ching.
Do you think
ching,
there are any women
ching.
in the crowd?
What an amazing
Yes.
time. What an amazing
They drove there, believe it or not.
The Free Bray Wyatt said, guess what? Wrestling Gab, I found Seth. He better prepare for tonight because he may never know what I would attack.
I'm sure you're gonna be getting him pretty soon.
And the Mighty Thor said, you know, if you combine Mr. McMahon and Donald Trump, you get McDonald. And someone said, yeah, man, dude, you smart. And he said, oh, Undertaker was there. Yeah, he was like there.
He was literally there.
He was on a float.
Of himself.
Of himself. Of himself. Of him.
With the belt.
Someone said, did you see his custom title? I didn't get a good look at it.
The big
Did you?
belt.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah. That was the belt on the float. It was like 40 feet by 50 feet. It was pretty big.
Oh.
Did you really not see it?
Well, I wasn't really paying attention
It was
to
him.
the belt.
He had a belt around him.
Oh.
It was on his shoulder.
Oh, I thought that was a different person. I thought they had two, but maybe it was just the one thing on the float. That was a really small parade if that was only one float.
No, they had a huge parade. I remember I told you it's a big like circuit. It's a big old
Festival.
affair.
Yeah. Like a festival stuff.
And they're gonna close it down on Thursday.
The festival?
The wrestling.
There are stupid
Crown Jewel.
box elder bugs everywhere. I hate them.
Spanish rap.
Okay.
I like it. I'm just debating on whether it's my favorite.
Not mine.
Oh, you don't like that? I'd listen to that in my car.
I guess it's alright. He has some cute dimples.
Right?
Right?
Oh, he
Little
doesn't wrestle with it
dimples.
on.
That's good.
He's a taller guy, too. This guy could be pretty damn good.
I've never seen him.
If he's a good wrestler, he's got size. He's obviously got speed and agility. Look at a new champion right there.
Solomon says, Seth better watch out. The Fiend is not happy about last week. And this is not for a championship. This is just his first
Okay,
match.
so #1 contender.
There you go. And Solomon says, and he never forgets. But you know, that's normal, right? They take guys we've never seen. They're like, oh, hey, you're new here. Let's push you to get, you know, up there so you can have a title. Because we don't want you to work for it.
He should be wrestling Ricochet or somebody, not Seth.
Yeah, I don't think he necessarily said that word for word. Nonetheless, he did get under the skin of Seth Rollins. And right now, it's Humberto Carrillo trying to
Thor said, okay, another question.
All right. Maybe I'll get this one.
You got the other one just fine.
Oh, I didn't understand it until after. But yeah,
I repeated it twice.
it's fine. Nobody
Do you
said
want me to read it to you 4 times?
Because
I can. You want me to?
Well, I don't know. You know, he's
Weirdo.
got butterflies in his stomach the size of eagles right now. And not only
All
that,
right, they're about
he
ready to
just
lock
found out
up.
about this match when we did. Yeah, he hasn't had a whole lot of time to come up with a strategy.
It certainly is. And I'll go back to
Look at Seth actually trying to wrestle.
Humberto Carrillo said anything that was blatantly disrespectful.
Maybe Seth enjoys this because he actually gets to wrestle.
Maybe.
Go move for move with a guy
No doubt the biggest match in the career of Humberto
instead of
Carrillo.
somebody, you know, like Braun Strowman.
Talk about somebody like Seth Rollins. I've said this many times before. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them.
And I gotta be honest, guys, you know, as
Keep
long
him
as
soft
we've
and
all known
sweet
Seth
because you
Rollins
might have
since
to eat them.
Yeah, keep your words soft and
when we've
sweet.
seen him, I mean, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt is literally living in the mind of Seth Rollins.
He's living in his head rent free, and he's actually haunting him. He's got to deal with his presence every week wherever he goes.
Talk about what happened at Hell in a Cell, burning down the
lay down.
Firefly Fun House.
Look at this. Go ahead, shoot your best shot. Oh,
Now Rollins may be baiting in Humberto Carrillo as the pace is quickening. That might favor Carrillo in this
The
matchup.
clothesline. Aye.
Carrillo, and this is some of that
Are you just writing that whole time?
Not
Yeah.
205 Live.
and that may have backfired onto the champ.
A lot of writing.
Yeah.
Here he comes again. Look out. Oh,
Forget somehow.
Oh, wow.
oh, man.
That was exciting.
Cover to beat the champ. It's Seth Rollins just kicking out.
This match is turning into a better match than I thought it would be.
I mean, take a look at the balance. The aerial.
He is very athletic. This guy was in 205. He looks
Yeah.
thicker than that.
Carrillo just sent outside
Looks
and
like
out.
he's about
Seth Rollins
217, maybe 220.
Maybe he
Because
beefed
he's
up.
as tall as Seth
Maybe he beefed up to be on this one.
on the main roster there.
Uh-huh.
And the champ continued to roll here on Raw.
There's your commercial.
What a suplex. Rollins making a
That's
step.
enough. You get in here. Oh, terrifying. It hurt his back.
All right,
He
did
was
we get a
soft on
question?
pink. Yeah, Thor asked a question. Says, okay, another question. So, fantasy opponents you pick for these wrestlers. So, Brock versus a fantasy opponent, for example. And it has to be outside the WWE. So, you got Taker, Kane, Cena, Rock, Steve Austin, Hogan. Now, you might have to make some explanations about this because the last time you didn't understand the question. So, does that mean that you take the wrestler that you gave us, the
Right.
ones that you listed,
Right.
and then put them against a
Wrestler that's not in the WWE.
wrestler that's not in the WWE
Wait,
or
then
a
he's-
fantasy opponent? So, a fantasy opponent would be
Like the
like
Incredible Hulk.
who? Yeah, like that.
But he gave an example of something with Brock, right?
Yes, he said Brock versus fantasy opponent, for example. But the fantasy opponent has to be somebody who's not like, outside of WWE. So does that mean
Okay.
outside of WWE as in outside of wrestling itself? Completely outside of wrestling? Because, no fantasy.
Okay.
Wrong
So-
term. Okay.
Okay, so we're just talking about wrestlers not in the WWE. So who
Okay.
do we got first?
And it's with the guys you listed, I'm guessing. So.
And is it obviously? I'm going to say in their prime,
I-
not as old people.
I'm guessing in their prime. So he gave us Taker, Kane, Cena, Rock, Steve Austin, and Hogan.
Well, I'll go with Hangman Page against Austin.
All right.
Brian Cage against Hulk Hogan.
Hogan against who?
Brian Cage. Because he's a big dude. That's kind of athletic.
Okay.
Then everybody else is going to have to be... Well, who else we got?
Taker, Kane, Cena, Rock.
I'll do the Rock against Joey Ryan. Because that would be funny. Because the Rock would have to grab his junk.
Joey Ryan.
I think that's his name.
Okay.
All right. Who else we got?
Taker, Kane, and Cena.
Cena will go with Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Taker, probably Cody, just because the family stuff. Like, and how long they've been in wrestling together.
Right. And then Kane.
I don't have anybody for Kane in my head.
You can use MMA fighters if you know any.
Oh, you can? Is that what he said?
Yeah, you can use UFC, MMA,
I don't know any UFC fighters.
MMA or AEW, stuff like that.
Like, all I got is Ken Shamrock. Well, I mean, but I'm not going to do that. That's the only guy I know. Horace Gracie, Ken Shamrock. Oh. For Kane? I'm trying to think of somebody that's off a little bit. I don't know. I just got to say somebody, right? Like, who was that wackadoo on AEW that we watch? It's not Darby, it's the other one. Or is it Darby?
The
No,
one
it was
that's on
the
the
other one.
skateboard?
Yeah.
The skateboard is Darby.
No, the one that was the thumbtacks in his mouth. And
I can't remember his name.
Nexus, get out of there. Nexus.
Don't yell at him, don't.
Nexus.
I mean, King, everything right now is getting to
Calm down, Naxos. Come here.
thing is getting to the Universal Champion, which
Naxos.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
You're
about
not.
that.
You're Argus.
So,
All right.
that's the Fiend's fault.
So I got to think of a wrestler. I don't know very many wrestlers in AEWs by their names. Just go with.
Seth Rollins doing some of that championship pressure right now.
Well, let me just say.
I seriously can't remember that guy's
Because he's
name.
so big, Kane. It has to be somebody bigger, and I can't think. They don't have any big guys over there. Just do Dean Ambrose. That'd be kind of a fun little.
John Moxley.
Yeah. So John Mox.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right.
That one's a little harder for me.
So Travis's picks would be Steve Austin versus Hangman Page, Hogan versus Brian Cage, Taker versus Cody Rhodes or Cody, Kane versus John Moxley, Rock versus Joey Ryan, and Cena versus Kenny Omega.
Right.
Yeah.
The Cena Omega one would be fun.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt said John Moxley versus CM Punk, and Solomon said The Rock and Joey Ryan.
forgot about it.
Really? Ha ha ha. That's funny. Solomon, yep, Punk versus Moxley will be cool. Solomon says, hey guys, what's the time at your place?
Here, where we're at, it is 8:30,
It is 8:25 p.m.
but we go by
In the
Eastern
States.
time, so we try to do 10. We'll say it's 10.
Yeah,
25.
10:26
Eastern.
p.m. Eastern U.S. time.
But we're in the
and
mountains.
Solomon it's 5:30 a.m. here. So where is
Wow.
here? Now you
Ireland?
gotta tell us where here is. The Mighty Thor said you could do Shaquille O'Neal. And
Right?
Solomon said Shaquille O'Neal, bro. You want him in again?
Back in the old days, Dennis Rodman.
All right, the Fiend Bray Wyatt is gonna be right back. We're gonna still be here.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to be on there. Look at him. Oh, then he hit his back on the rail.
Right?
Was he waiting for the tag?
Can you go lay down and just leave me alone?
Off the
Please?
top. knee to the head. It's got to be over here pretty soon, right?
I don't want your happy face.
Is Seth
near
not
me,
going to do
weirdo
his move?
dog. Your happiness needs to go other places. Someone says, let's see. Okay. He is from Tanzania.
Tanzania?
Tanzania. Dar es Salaam. Okay.
Wow.
WWE usually starts at 3 and ends at 6. Cool. I will have to look and see where Tanzania is.
It's in the northern part of Africa.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Here it is. Super
Kick
kick.
to
Now
the
when he goes,
face.
oh, he's not going to do his curb stomp.
Now he's going to sit his face on his
His
butt
butt
on his face.
face.
He's like, let me put my butt on your face. He's going to whack the dimples off that guy. That's not nice at all.
He shouldn't be whacking guys off anyways.
That's gross. He's with, well, he should be used to it. He's with the man.
The man, he's got to whack her off. Does he whack off her dimples all the time?
Someone said it is the home of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knows his geography very well.
Sort of.
Ask him where all the states are in the United States.
I can name most of them.
Do you know where they're all at there?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Which one do I not know where it's at? Tell me a state.
Oh my gosh, we were watching The Office, remember, and they were trying to name all the states and he forgot one. Which one was that?
Utah?
Utah. That was funny.
Or was that on Friends? Was that Joey?
No,
He's like,
it was
if
Friends. It was
you're going to
Friends.
make up a state, at least make up a good one or something. Make it realistic.
Right? Because he couldn't figure it out. That's funny. Glenn
Look
said,
at that.
Crown
One,
Jewel, James Blade
two.
versus The Dream. Jimmy Dean, BBW show big. Announced make main event Thursday, WWE Network. Okay.
What is that?
James Blade versus The Dream. Jimmy Dean, BBW show.
Huh.
Big announce, make main event Thursday, WWE Network. Luke says, what is up with people typing tonight? I thought mine was bad. No, actually, they're normal typing. You're just really sick. I'm teasing. No, I don't know.
That's
I'm
a curb
reading
stomp.
it.
Count to 100.
He only had to curb stomp him once and he's done.
He's a kid. It's not Brock Lesnar.
Humberto Carrillo is trending on Twitter right now, everybody. So everybody should go do that.
He should. People like him. I like him.
You just like his little dimples. You're like, oh my god, his dimples are so adorable. He's so cute.
So, any lights going off? Anything happening? What's happening here?
Yeah, is the Fiend supposed to be showing up or something? He
I
gonna
guess
come out on
it doesn't
Raw
look like it's going to happen. It would
from
already
SmackDown?
happen.
He had to come out and be like, hello.
That's so cool. Like, he could literally do that move with nobody in the ring, right? Just do a big old flip off there and just land on his feet like it isn't anything. That's pretty cool. That's pretty talented.
Yeah,
I used to be able to just run and do a gainer, like just on the ground, you know, land on my feet.
right?
Now if I even tried it, I probably would only make it a quarter of the way and then whack my head on the ground or something. Be like a drop kick.
Right?
He's going to shake his hand. Seth's not going to attack him. It's Seth freaking Rollins.
Right?
So now the Fiend could come out, right?
No.
I guess the Fiend could come and get Humberto.
Hey. That'd be weird.
Well, they're playing this out like it's still dragging.
They have to fill in time because they don't have anything else to do.
Oh, no, it's over. So here comes the OC. So we get to find out who the mystery tag team partner is.
We do.
Are you writing down another question?
Yes. I am. I was writing.
So Joey Ryan signed a new contract with Impact Wrestling. So he's going to be there for the next couple years.
Who is it?
Joey Ryan. The dick flip.
Oh, what a weirdo. Funny, but weird.
Yeah.
All right, so here's your next question. Here's
Okay.
another tough one.
Yeah.
For Raw and SmackDown, name general managers and announce team and referees. WWE superstars for refs for each brand.
All right. So a Raw announcer would be The Miz.
Okay.
Freak. SmackDown announcer would be John Cena.
Okay.
Now I got to put people with them. Alexa Bliss would be on Raw.
Okay.
Becky Lynch on SmackDown. Would Becky Lynch and John Cena be good together?
I don't know. Probably.
They might be okay. Okay, so that's my announced teams.
Okay. General managers.
General managers. Of course, the easy ones are Shane and Stephanie, right?
I guess.
But we'll stay away from that. I'll do King Corbin on Raw and Seth Rollins on SmackDown. Because they both have had, they were both corporate at one time.
Right.
Remember the whole corporate thing that they did?
Referees.
Just some small Ollie for SmackDown. Who else? Like Sin Cara on Raw would work. Rey Mysterio would work.
On which one?
Either. I mean, I'm just naming some small guys.
Okay.
Sin Cara will work. Is that it?
Yeah.
Just Raw announcers and.
Yeah. That was this question. Here's another for Raw and SmackDown. Name general managers and announce team and referees.
All right.
WWE superstars for refs for each brand.
Okay. You can read it out.
Someone says for SD would be Roman makes a cool ref. For Raw, Sheamus.
Jeez. The referees can beat up the superstars. I was trying to think of little guys that would get towered
right,
up.
and then Jonathan's like Bailey for GM, and Solomon's like Bailey for GM. Nah. And Solomon says I think Daniel Bryan was a cool GM for SmackDown. And
he'd be a good little
Thor
referee
says you got to have 3 for the announced teams. Not necessarily.
SmackDown only has a 2-man team.
Has 2
but that's okay. We can go 2 more. I'm sure I can come up with 2 more peeps.
You have a girl, so you got to do guys.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just kidding. You could do girls. I don't care.
None of the other girls would talk as good.
Raw announcer.
Actually, Lacey Evans is pretty damn good. I'm going to put Lacey Evans on Raw, so that'll be 2 women on Raw.
Alexa and Lacey.
Yeah.
They would be great together, I'm sure.
Right? They could be the Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. And then go on SmackDown. Who's somebody else that's just hella good on the mic? Drew Gulak. He was so good last week on SmackDown when he came on and when he was talking on the mic. I was just like, holy crap.
Yeah, he did pretty good. I kind of remember a little bit of it.
Yeah, because I was like, why is this guy even on here? And then all of a sudden I was like, that's good.
Solomon says Alexa Bliss GM for Raw. Also, King Corbin sucks. I hope Shorty G and Corbin. Oh God, no. King Corbin sucks. I hope Shorty G and Corbin get a rematch because Shorty is the true king. You're okay. Everybody's
Nexus,
fine.
stop.
Dad freaked out.
So it looks like a 24/7 championship. But is it the right one? He's not the champ.
4, 5, 6. Why you ain't counting?
That's the wrong guy.
Oh my God. Poor R-Truth.
So there are 2 of them.
So there are 2 of them. This Friday, Firefly Fun House returns.
Right?
So it's coming back on Friday.
Solomon says the sassy Southern girl Lacey would be cool for her ring announcer.
I think so.
The Firefly Firefly
You should
Fun
do
House
like a little.
returns on SmackDown.
You could have thrown a curveball in there and made one like shows too. You know, like Moment of Bliss and the.
Right.
Here it is. Here comes the Street Profits.
Have we found out who their third dude is?
Not yet.
Okay.
And that's happening now. Street Profits, OC. Look at them in their Raw gear.
They are. So, does the stage look kind of like you're going to do some ollies and stuff like that?
Yeah, like skateboard ramps.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt says, I'm back. I had to make sure that the Firefly Fun House is ready.
Yeah, it looks like you're coming on Friday.
For Friday.
All new Firefly Fun House.
On FS1. Firefly Fun
Yeah, it's
House.
going to be on FS1 this week because the World Series is going to be on Friday on Fox. So they're moving it. So SmackDown has steadily dropped since it's moved to Fox, their ratings.
Oh.
But their ratings that first week was 2.8 million.
Wow, that's crazy.
And this week they were like 2.4, which isn't that bad.
No.
2.2. But they are going to drop again with FX1.
Right?
So I wouldn't be surprised if they drop under 2 million, which is still huge compared to AEW or NXT.
Selma says FS1 question mark. It's Fox Sports 1. It's one of their Fox Sports stations.
It's just a different network, basically.
Yeah.
It's owned by the same company. They're just the World Series is going to be on Fox, so they can't play it at the same time.
Right.
So they're going to move it to their sports broadcasting place, where they put their sports stuff.
So Luke said
You should be able to find it on your app.
Right, yeah. So Luke says his picks are Raw GM would be Alexa Bliss, the SmackDown GM would be Paige, Raw announcers would be Miz and the Iconics, SD announcers would be Cena and Booker T, refs would be Ricochet, Ali, Sheamus, KO, and Daniel Bryan.
Oh my gosh, the Iconics is fucking announcers.
With the Miz, oh my god. That's awesome, Luke. That's a good one.
Here comes the original, the only club
it's
that
because
matters.
over here they're having the World Series baseball starts between the Astros and the Washington Nationals on that night. So
it starts tomorrow night.
Well, it
That'll be game
starts
3.
night. But game 3 will be on Friday?
Maybe 4. Game 4. Sorry.
So they're doing a game every night?
Tuesday, Wednesday. So that'll be game 3.
I was going to say, I can't do a game every night.
Well, you
That's
got mad at me
great.
for saying 3, so I was like... Yeah, so it's Tuesday, Wednesday. They'll be in Houston.
Oh, the
Friday,
Bray
Saturday,
Wyatt has
Sunday.
to go. Well, he says, have a good night, you guys. See you on Friday.
All right, we'll be
the
here.
Fiend Bray Wyatt
If you
will
want to
be
watch
here.
some AEW, you're more than welcome to.
Have a great week.
And we will see you Friday night.
Luke says, I put creative thought into my answer.
I don't have time. I got to talk.
Right? The boss man is in our chat. Hey, the boss man. He's
Hey.
like, what is the main event? The main event
The
is the
OC
OC versus
Street Profits.
Plus one.
Street Profits can have a surprise guest.
Yeah.
You couldn't find anybody to watch your back after what the OC did to you last week.
The OC.
Yes, Salmon, the official, the original, the only club that matters.
Oh yeah, we got to do a little recap.
Of course, we have
There must
to know
be
what
too much
happened.
time left.
There is.
20 minutes.
They're going to fit enough commercials in.
So there'll be 2 more commercials.
Yes.
That's what, 14 minutes?
14 minutes and counting.
So they're just doing a quick recap of everything that built up to this match. And now this match is coming to a head. Street Profits and the OC. Yeah, this is their first match ever on Raw. They've been here for months, but no matches. So you got something?
Yeah, personal.
Oh.
Keep your nose out of my personal business.
Yeah, because we're not live.
I don't care. I have to answer.
All right,
this
so
question.
not SmackDown, Raw tonight, and started with Ric Flair, and it led to Drew McIntyre coming out because he was the last member of Flair's Fatal 5-Way team or whatever it is. At, what is that called? Crown Jewel? Him and Hogan? Mm-hmm. They have 2 5-man teams. Anyways, Drew McIntyre was the last man for Ric Flair's team. That led to a match against Ricochet, which Drew McIntyre won with the Claymore. And then the OC had an interview in the back. Aleister Black had an interview in the back. Then he had a match against a guy named Jason Reynolds. No idea who that was. The AOP came and talked in the back. Again, it probably pre-recorded. I doubt they were actually there. King's Court was next with Rusev.
Yes.
And then we found out that Lana was having dinner with Bobby Lashley at a restaurant, which led to some fun stuff that happened later where Rusev shows up at the restaurant, but that was later.
Yes.
Andrade versus Sin Cara. And then it was weird because that Humberto was watching in the back.
Yeah.
But then had a match with Seth Rollins later.
Well,
so.
I guess he had to break in the new guy, right?
Right. Then we had a 24/7 match, and one of the Singh brothers, I'm not sure exactly which one it is, won it.
I don't know them
personally. And I think they are, it's like Samil and I can't remember the other one. But anyways, they beat R-Truth, and R-Truth has been playing it up. So either I'm seeing double or there's 2 of them. Oh, there is 2 of them because he tried to pin him, and the referee's like, it's the wrong guy.
He's like, about 5, 6, 7, and 8. Like, the ref's like, that's not the right guy. That's not the guy.
Right.
That's the wrong guy.
Rey Mysterio comes out, and he's talking. He's addressing the whole Cain Velasquez, Brock Lesnar thing and his family and how it's personal. Paul Heyman then comes down, or not comes down, but comes on the big screen, and he talks for a little while, addresses Rey about the whole thing about serving Cain up to Brock on a silver platter for the beast to eat. Shelton Benjamin come down to the ring and started picking on Rey. Rey cannot take care of himself anymore. He's past his prime, I'm assuming, is what they're playing there. Then Cain Velasquez comes down and beats up Shelton Benjamin.
Yep.
And that kind of ended that. Then we had Seth Rollins in the back talking to Charlie. And then he just stopped the interview, went over to talk to Humberto. And Humberto challenged him to a match that happened then. It was a pretty good match. It was actually a pretty long match, longer than I thought it would be. Humberto did really well. Obviously has a lot of upside. Seth Rollins beat him with the curb stomp. And now we are waiting on the OC and the Street Profits. That's happening now. So we're waiting for the Street Profits to introduce their third member.
Yes.
So it's a fair 6-on-6. Is that what's going to happen? Or is it a tag team match with somebody in their corner?
Maybe, but
that's
they haven't
what
really
I'm trying to figure out.
specified what the match really is.
Right.
So,
whether it's a 6-man tag team match or just a tag team match with guys in their corners.
The Bossman says, great first match for the Street Profits.
Yeah.
And then Salman wants to know, hey, will you do live reactions for Crown Jewel?
We will.
Yes, we will be here.
We will be here at 10. Well, it'll be 12 Eastern.
No, 1.
Well, one's when the actual show starts.
Oh, yeah.
Probably going to be a
pre-show
pre-show.
at 12.
So I'm assuming it's going to be
Eastern.
12 noon Eastern. We will be here. If there's a pre-show. If there's not a pre-show, which I don't know why there wouldn't be, then we'd be here at 1 Eastern.
Yeah. So, let's see. And the Mighty Thor says he's going to go for the Street Profits. The Bossman says, who do you think will be the +1? And it doesn't look like we have one yet.
They don't even have one yet. So it must be a straight up tag team match. And then whoever is going to show up after AJ interferes a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Why is this going to be such a surprise? I'm guessing it's Cedric Alexander.
Maybe.
But why does it need to be such a build-up?
Roswell wanted to know if there were any girls wrestled tonight.
Has there been a girl match? I don't think there has been.
Pretty sure there wasn't a girl match tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of strange, isn't it?
Nope, no girls. The only girl that came out was Zelina Vega.
Yeah,
and then
Selena
Lana.
Vega came out with...
but no wrestling between them.
Yeah, and Lana didn't even come out. She was at a restaurant somewhere in Cleveland. So here's where is this where it's going to happen? The crowd got all excited for a second.
Yeah, they did get excited. Yeah, we don't do any kind of live reactions for Total Divas. Sorry.
That would be all sorts of fun, right?
You wouldn't want me to do live reaction for Total Divas. I wouldn't be a happy person. Let's see.
So it's just a flat-out tag team match.
So
So,
the
they
money-
just need somebody in their corner to help them
Right.
when
So-
AJ starts to cheat.
Right, exactly. So my Thor said, and he, of course, won with his girl when he was playing his game. So he won the women's title match with Sasha.
Ah,
So
there you
good
go.
job.
Angelo Dawkins leaves his feet, and now Dawkins going up against
Good deal. Look at Dawkins just pounding Gallows in the corner. The two big men just going at it. Like, I'm on my phone.
Well, I have to go back through and make sure I didn't miss any of the extra chat
Right?
stuff.
Now
Sorry.
that the computer's facing you.
Talk to your dog.
I don't know what to do about that.
He did it.
Like glue or something? Like a sticky? Velcro?
I don't know.
maybe?
Matthew is back in our chat.
Matthew.
Nice to see you back. And he said, "Did Liv come now?" There hasn't
Nope.
been one girl like match.
Nothing female.
No women tonight. For
Zelina
some reason.
Vega came out with Alberto. No, that's not what his name.
Andrade.
Andrade. Just Andrade. I want to call him two names.
She came out with Andrade.
And that was the only female that was at Raw. And then, like you
saw
said,
Lana
Lana was
with
there, but she
Bobby
was at a
Lashley.
restaurant.
Yeah. So
WWE Universe 2-4.
Luke said that I would almost pay to see Dalitha react to Total Divas and Total Bellas.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I'd have to put the 18 and over stuff on it.
You really wouldn't want. You really wouldn't. And anyway, Solomon said the guys' names are Samir and Sunil.
Yeah, Samir and Sunil.
Yeah. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the person who asked about the girl wrestling was Roswell. So hi, Roswell.
Hey, Roswell.
Thanks for being with us tonight. So and
Yeah,
now
no females
AJ,
tonight.
He's distracting the ref right now. AJ is. Whoa.
Oh, look, Ford just goes right on his ass.
Ouch.
Then a big old boot.
He's like wearing.
It's funny, Ford is one of the best. Like, now that he's on the main roster, I could have put him in there. He'd be a great announcer.
Right? So he's like wearing a long pant onesie. It's weird. Just
Right?
so everybody at home knows his outfit is strange.
It's like a wrestling outfit, but it goes all the way down to his ankles.
Yeah, he has long pant onesie.
I'm not doing anything. So obviously, I pushed pause 3 times, or mute 3 times. So AJ's getting super involved.
Yes.
So it's going to happen when we get back from break.
Oh yeah. Whoever
the mystery partner's going to be, or
going to beat up AJ.
somebody that doesn't like AJ.
Right? So Thor, we haven't had the mystery partner yet. It's just the Street Profits out there with the OC, including AJ. So the OC, Gallows and Anderson, are wrestling the Street Profits.
And AJ's on the sidelines.
And he
keeps interfering.
Interfering with the guys, distracting the ref and everything. So at some point, whoever their helper is going to be has got to come out and beat the crap out of AJ Styles.
And that's going to happen. Like, it's going to happen when we get back. Right? I mean, what time do we got? So we got about 10 minutes left.
Yeah. Salman is asking, didn't Bray attack Braun with the mandible claw?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
He did it twice. Braun was actually almost crying.
Right? And
then he put him out, and then Braun got back up, and Bray hit him with it again.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Salman said it has no 18 plus scenes though, so it's cool. It wouldn't be the 18 plus scenes that would be the problem. It would be my mouth.
It's her.
That would be the problem.
She's got a mouth like a sailor.
You guys are real lucky. Taking up my stuff real well on here. Let's see. Someone says Cedric Alexander and AJ had some beef before, so that's what Travis was saying.
I was thinking it's going to be
he
Cedric.
thinks it's going to be Cedric Alexander too.
But I don't understand why the big buildup and why it's so secretive. You think it's got to be somebody that's going to bring some pop.
Somebody, and Matthew's like, it's Bray Wyatt. No, it's not Bray. He's on SmackDown, guys. This is Raw. Remember?
That's pretty funny.
Right? Too funny. Oh my gosh, this guy's pouring coffee for days.
So, yeah, right now we've got the Street Profits and the OC. Obviously, that's what we'll keep talking about. Mm-hmm. And we're still waiting on who's going to be in the corner of the Street Profits to make this, to, level the playing field.
Right.
Because Street Profits got to win this.
Yeah.
It's our first match. You don't lose your first match.
You don't?
You probably should lose your first match, but they don't do that. They always let the guys that come up from NXT win their first matches. Sometimes they let them win their 10th match and 15th match before they start losing their, you know. I think Ricochet won quite a few before he lost to Cesaro. And that was his first loss, was Cesaro. And I don't know what they did with Aleister Black. I don't remember him losing, but maybe he lost because he was in that tag team. Was he in that? No, he was on the tag team with Ricochet, and it was Ciampa and Johnny Wrestling came, and then Ciampa hurt his neck, and then so Johnny Wrestling went back to NXT. Like, that didn't last very long at all when they were up.
Well, that's scary. So did he hurt his neck and he can't wrestle ever again, or?
No, he hurt his neck. He just came back. We just watched him on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Ciampa.
Oh,
Ciampa.
yeah, that guy. Okay.
But he was out for a while. He was out for months.
Right.
He had to have neck surgery. Of course, it's not gonna be an overnight thing. Unless it's a quick little cleanup in there.
The bossman says that Chris Bonet is +1. Is he a ghost? Chris Bonet. Chris Benoit.
Oh, right.
He
Benoit.
says he's his +1, the bossman saying that they're the plus.
That's terrifying.
Well, it is Halloween time, so... Matthew says, I feel like the mystery partner is a Raw draft pick. You know, that might be a really good, gut feeling on that.
Something's gotta be happening. But if it's just Cedric Alexander, where's the excitement there? It's gotta be somebody that hasn't been around for a minute. Right?
Right? I don't know. You would think it would have to be somebody that would actually, it would mean something, or be somebody that would pop them up further or something. Or maybe they won't get saved by anybody. Maybe
no, there's going to be somebody or they wouldn't have advertised it.
Maybe they'll just be...
Maybe it'll be CM Punk. You hear that all the time, right?
Right?
I don't know if CM Punk has any history whatsoever with AJ Styles, though.
Right? Matthew's saying it's Buddy Murphy.
Does Buddy Murphy have a history with AJ that I don't know about?
I don't know. I know he has a history with other people.
Buddy?
On SmackDown.
Roman. He beat Daniel Bryan.
Luke says probably draft pick or trade or free agent.
It's got to be somebody exciting. Can't just be Cedric. I mean, obviously it's probably going to be Cedric, but it should be somebody exciting.
So we've got Scott Solomon in the chat.
Hey Scott.
And he says, "Are you happy with draft results?"
I'm okay with it. I don't hate it by any means.
You're okay with all the picks that they did?
Yeah, and with the trade with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross heading over to SmackDown.
Right.
It leaves the door open for somebody from SmackDown to go over to Raw. For a player to be named later. So I think it works out fine for that. Who's going to be the person that goes over? Is it going to be Bray? Is Bray going to win the Universal Championship?
No. No, indeed.
Is it going to be a tag team? Are they going to get two people for the price of two people? Or is it going to be one person for the price of two people?
I don't know.
It's crazy because they drafted them separate. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, they were drafted separate. Yet they traded them together. And they could have drafted them together because it was on their stupid list where they were together. Got that off WWE's network.
You're like, and I got it from the source.
And then they started drafting in the order that they had it. They're like, maybe we should stop doing that.
Solomon says, hey Travis, if Chris Benoit tragedy didn't happen, do you think he would still be wrestling?
He'd be like 47-ish. So no, I don't think he'd still be around.
Wrestling wise, but he might be doing other things or something. And someone says, I wish CM Punk comes back. WWE will be even cooler. And the Bossman says the Fiend is after losing all the hype, turn off the lights and music, and it's just someone in a mask. It's not as scary and terrifying as first thought.
Right. Yeah, they kind of heard it a little bit. They can bring it back if they do it right. So.
Yeah, so we'll see how that's going to work out, maybe. Matthew says, no, it's going to be EC3. And then he's like, wait a minute, no, it's Kofi Kingston.
Right.
So Matthew is all over the place of who the third person's going to be. And the Fiend Bray Wyatt says, rumor has it that Stone Cold and Edge will be returning for one huge final match, might be with each other.
I did hear that Stone Cold says he's got one more match in him.
Solomon says that he didn't like Randy on Raw, and that sucks.
Shit. 1, 2. Oh!
He kicked
Ford
out.
kicked out.
Wow.
That was AJ interfering. So that player's going to be coming out now.
Yeah.
Because that frustration's going to be going through the Street Profits.
Yeah. Somebody's got to help him.
So who is it going to be? We got 3 minutes.
I haven't seen Tyler's thing in the background of the crowd yet. His
right.
Sign.
See? Here it is. Here it is. What is he doing?
The Ruff's like, you better stop touching
So
people.
he kicks out AJ? There's supposed to be a mystery person. Oh, he'll probably come down and get AJ now, though. It's Kevin Owens.
It's Kevin
There
Owens.
we go. Yeah, and he don't like AJ. Dang it.
He's like, son of a bitch. That's funny.
There goes. Anderson not paying much attention. Right out over the top, Ford.
Right?
Bam. Spine buster. Ford up top.
Roswell said, what if the Fiend wins the title at Crown Jewel? Does that mean SmackDown gets 2 champs?
3. There it is.
So,
Street Profits.
Street Profits won that. If anybody wants
with a
to
5-star
know.
frog splash from Ford.
Right? Street
What a
Profits.
debut. So Kevin Owens, AJ Styles feud starting.
Yeah.
So Kevin Owens waited till 2 minutes left in the match to come out.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It's
It
good to
wasn't
see
until
Kevin
the
Owens
ref,
there,
like,
though.
Kicked him out, and
I
then
love
was
to
like,
see
"Eh."
Kevin Owens on their roster.
Solomon and Harry are excited that the Street Profits won. Matthew likes it too. And they let us know it was Kevin Owens, and Matthew was like, wow.
Right? It's good to see Kevin Owens. I knew it was going to be somebody exciting.
Right?
Because it's like, why would they do Cedric again? But I was worried that they might just pull that off.
Right? All right, well, Luke's out. He's going to go to bed. Good for you, bud.
Get some sleep. We'll see you on Wednesday. Hopefully you're feeling better.
Get some sleep. Get some fluids. Get better.
Take some zinc.
Some vitamin C. Drink some orange juice. All that fun stuff.
Look at them. They're all partying in the crowd.
Matthew, no. Bray didn't come out.
No Bray.
He's not on Raw, technically. He's on SmackDown. And they said that they're going to have a new Firefly Fun House rebuilt or whatever on SmackDown.
Yeah, it
Friday
returns
night.
Friday
So.
on SmackDown. Oh, he's stealing a
look,
baby.
He stole that baby.
That's
Ford
kidnapping.
Just stole a baby.
That's kidnapping.
Look at that baby, so
He's
happy.
in Hulk Hogan outfit. I love
Oh, that baby. Don Dawkins is like, what are you doing? Stealing people's babies. Ford's like, look, a baby. He just stole it out of that lady's arms. Like, this is my baby.
it. That's funny. His Hulkamania gear.
Right?
That's cute. Grandpa must have got it some onesies.
Right? Solomon says it's almost time for college. It starts at 7, so I have an hour to sleep. Holy crap, dude, you need to go to bed.
I'm
said,
good. I'm
night,
glad that you're
everyone."
getting educated over
Yeah,
there. That's awesome,
education
man.
is good. College, sleep, brain power. Solomon says you guys are awesome. Looking forward to another session. Sweet.
We will
should
see
be
you
back.
every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you can manage waking up that early.
Yep.
It's definitely fun hanging out with you, man.
Right? Harry says, I too am going to head out. Peace. Hope you both have a great night.
Right.
We will.
Well,
Thanks
I want
for
to
being
tell
with us,
everybody
Harry.
thanks for being here. We're going to take off too.
Yes.
You can hang out in the chat and chat for a little bit. We could probably chime in there for a little bit, but we're going to say bye for the camera work. But we'll probably say some words in the chat if you guys are still around. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching Wrestling Gab.
Like and subscribe.